mean kidnapped, but that's like when I was an adult. But when I was a kid, I used to say I was kidnapped.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I actually have been abducted as an adult. I really want a mime era. I want a time where I'm just like a mime. Gay month to all the gays
and queers.
Why is it gay pride? It should be queer pride.
I think it's just pride.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying gay pride. Okay, to all the queers. I like queer month. That's better.
That is
Queer's
better.
a fun word to say too.
It is.
You know?
love it's been reclaimed. Now it's like a safer term now, almost.
Right,
It doesn't exclude anyone.
It doesn't exclude anyone. Kind of everybody falls into queerness.
Yeah.
I don't even care if you're like, no, me, I'm straight. No, I think you fall into the queerness too. But it's fine. It's fine. We love everyone. We love the allies too. We love everyone. The straights, but I love the queers a little more. But we love everyone. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Not gay pride. Happy Pride. Happy Pride to you specifically. Can we say? Oh no, I'm in the queer.
Yeah.
I keep thinking gay. Okay.
Yeah,
happy
yeah.
Queer, happy Pride to us.
Everyone.
Yeah,
Yes.
everyone is kind of in it. So we're not labeling anyone here. We're all in the umbrella. So
happy birthday.
Happy birthday. My daughter's been obsessed with singing happy birthday. She sings it every morning. So that's our little happy birthday thing. So our Pride outfits today. Mine is, I don't even know. I saw Taylor Swift. I saw someone post a Taylor Swift rainbow outfit, and I thought it was new, and everyone today was like clocking me on TikTok, and they're like, I love your 2019 Taylor Lover cosplay. I was like, okay, it's old, I get it. I thought it was new, and I thought I was going to get this like fresh out outfit, and everyone on TikTok wanted to know if I got the shoes. I did not get the shoes. I looked for them everywhere. They were selling McCartney shoes. I got these like knockoff ones, though.
Oh, those are fierce, though.
Yeah, someone emailed Shoe Cam. Someone emailed this to me. I can finally get my feet. They're no longer swollen.
Shoe Cam.
The return of Shoe Cam. My feet are not swollen. I can actually wear shoes. I feel so like put together. I can actually get my feet up here. 2 weeks after a C-section. Look at me just flexing my abs, my ab muscles. I think they maybe put abs in there. I feel stronger. I'm on walks now. Maybe they put some in there when they took out the baby. But these are knockoffs. They're from China. They kind of smell bad, but not because they're from China, just because they came overseas and they kind of smell bad. Well, I don't know. They're made cheaply, so that's probably the smell, the plastic. Anyways. Balenciaga smells like that too, so I'm just saying. And I also have the Birkin bag.
The rainbow Birkin.
Ooh, was there a song you were going to sing to it?
The gayness is really coming out today.
The rainbow Birkin.
The rainbow Birkin.
Ooh.
That's historic. It's like the first brick at Stonewall and then the rainbow Birkin.
Yeah.
It's like
or
the
if
gay.
you put it in gay terms, it's like the first brick at the Mattachine Society. Do you know what that is?
No.
You don't know?
No.
Okay, I didn't either. I Googled it yesterday. My friend, Andrew Valentine, shout out Andrew Valentine. He did all 60 of my music videos. He did this... he did a movie. It's called the Mattachine family. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's such an important word because we talked about it. We're like, why would he name a movie something you can't pronounce? It's like Mattachine. Anyways, it's on Amazon Prime. It stars Juan Pablo de Pachi from Fuller House, and it's about a gay couple. Well, actually, no. It's about a family, right? There's like a lesbian couple. There's a lesbian raising a kid with a gay man, and then there's a two gay couple as the main one. And then they were like foster parents. He lost the foster kid, and then one of them wants to be. Anyways, it's a really good movie. It's just about family and. It's good for Pride Month too because it's very like queer friendly. I don't know how to describe
Queer
it.
stories.
Queer stories. Yeah, it's loosely based too on his story because him and his husband they have a child now, and so there's this like I think it's like loosely based on theirs. His husband wrote it. It's really good. Shout out Danny and Andy. I love them so much. Why was I talking about that? Oh, Mattachine. I don't know how you're saying. I don't know how to pronounce it, but the word is important. It's Mattachine, and it's about the Mattachine Society. And in Silver Lake, there's the Mattachine Steps, and I guess the Mattachine Society is the first like group for gay people in the 50s to feel like connected, to not feel like homophobic, to fight homophobism. You know what I mean? Like it's very that. So anyways, it's a good movie. I watched it yesterday just because he's my friend. I didn't even know like, it would fit into Pride Month, but it did. And I loved it. And it was good. It was actually really sad. Spoiler alert. But it ends good. Anyways, go watch it. And why am I holding the Birkin talking about this? I don't know.
You said the winner
gets the Birkin.
Oh, and the Mattachino. Right, okay. The winner does not get the Birkin, first of all. There's too much chaos happening. No, this Birkin, you know what? I was selling it for $1 million, but I'll do $750 for it. $750K.
That's fair,
and I'll donate half of that to Pride.
That's just to Pride.
Or to some gay charities. We'll divvy it up. Half of it, because I need the other half. I've been working hard at hustling this, okay? You know what I mean? But, yeah, there's the Pride Birkin. How's your outfit? What's your outfit today?
It's pretty gay. I have my little rainbow necklace on. I have this little shirt that was from Joey Graceffa, so it's skinny.
So flex. Such a flex. You fit into Joey Graceffa's shirt.
I know. It's being stretched to the max.
No, it wasn't. It looked so good when you walked in.
But it's like also, I think on him probably fits normal. On me, it's like a crop.
I love
top,
that though.
So,
but that's even more pride-ish. You know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah,
I love it.
Out.
I love it.
Yeah, and then I just like did a red little jacket. I don't know. I surprisingly didn't have a lot of gay stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, I for sure have something gay in my closet. I just figured.
Right.
But I was pretty shocked and gooped that it was like a lot of...
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of like Twilight, Olivia Rodrigo,
Yeah,
Taylor
I think that would have
Swift.
fit into the
Yeah,
pride.
it's still gay, I think, right?
I think so. I think
Still
Twilight's
pretty
considered
queer. Yeah.
queer-coded.
Yeah.
For sure. That.
But I figured I should go lean a little rainbow because I knew that you were doing the lover.
The lover outfit, yes. I love that we went rainbow. I was very excited for it. Well, it was my headshot of the day, too. So I was like, let me just go full out for it. I actually have it tied back because I had the person that did the costume do like my measurements from when I was 5 months pregnant. So I was like, okay, I'll probably be like 5 months pregnant. But it's like, it's so big.
Oh my God.
So I'm just skinny over here. I've been eating eggs and grapefruit and walking. So
I know. I love seeing like your little fitness when you do your walks, then you have your Apple Watch. I'm like, that's fierce.
Because it didn't happen if it's not online. As we said last week, we didn't even have a baby unless it's been posted online. So I love the rainbow necklace. You just had that in your closet.
I got it in Hawaii, I think 2 years ago.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and I knew it would come in handy one day.
I still have it. I know. Rainbows are ugly 11 months out of the year.
Yeah.
But June, rainbows are fierce. You have a rainbow behind you.
I know. I keep forgetting.
There's some lore behind it. But before we do that, because I know Moses will get uncomfortable in his, not because it's queer, just because it's tight on his neck and he hates hoodies
it's
like
warm.
that.
Yeah,
it is warm. We had the air on to cool it down. Oh yeah, we'll have to keep the air on. Anyways, this is a good outfit you picked out today.
You can't have rainbows without a sky, first of all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But below that, there's the Malibu's favorite gay icon.
She is. Wow.
Teletubbies.
Yeah, she does
Tinky
love the
Winky.
Teletubbies.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do you know the song?
La la po.
That was good. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Poe's the icon, according to Trixie.
Say hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Hello.
Teletubbies, bye-bye.
Supposedly the queer one is the Twinkie Winky, but I think some of them are now saying everyone is because you said they were on the Drag Race.
Yeah, they were just on Drag Race All Stars, and they did a little mini challenge with all the queens.
And they danced?
They danced.
Okay.
Yeah, they did a little breakdown dance. It was wild.
Wow, I need to see that. We live for Teletubbies. Shout out Teletubbies Instagram. They always comment on our stuff. They
Love
send
that.
us things. Yeah, like literally, like there was one post that was kind of like kind of out there, and they commented. I can't remember what it was, and I was like, okay, Teletubbies like commenting on it.
Well, they used your sound, I think, too, on TikTok.
Oh yeah, they use the sound. Teletubbies really likes us.
Malibu really does enjoy playing with them.
Maybe we can insert the picture of her sitting out the window with all her Teletubbies.
Oh.
Yeah, she really does love them. I think Dipsy's the icon, the one with the hat.
And she's so smart. One day she was trying to tell me again. She wanted to do something again. And I didn't understand what she was saying. And then she was saying, she calls them Yaya, the Teletubbies. And she's like, Yaya, again. So I understand that she's saying it because he says again.
Yeah, they go again.
So it's like, if you don't understand what I'm saying, that's what Yaya says, again.
Yeah.
So she's so smart at like trying to get...
Because she would say more. If she wants it, she does the sign language because she's just smart. I don't even know where she learned the sign language. But she goes more or like, please, thank you. Like she knows all the sign language. And she goes more. I don't know how. Maybe it's Coco or
Miss
something.
Rachel.
Do they do it? Someone
Miss
does
Rachel.
it. Someone, Coco Melon. But she, she loves the Teletubbies. And the again is them. She would do more. But she goes again. Yeah, and she does the big hugs, and Teletubbies are icons in every single way. We just love them. And I mean, they could also be allies. They don't all have to be queer, I guess. They could be allies. I'm not going to put it on them. But I love that they're not afraid to do that, too. Miss Rachel was getting canceled for wanting to collaborate with Dylan Mulvaney. And I'm like, people need to chill, okay? People need to chill. Everyone gets so worked up. I'm like...
You need to calm down.
Is that this outfit that I'm wearing?
Yeah.
Is it? Did she sing it in this?
Yeah.
You need to calm... Is that... Oh, because that video was super
It's also gay. Yeah. It was her gay
Todrick,
era.
Hannah
Yeah.
Hart. It was her gay influencer era.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Troye Sivan wasn't in it. I feel like that was the era he would have been in it.
He did perform at her
No way.
concert.
Really?
I think like twice.
Like
yeah.
open or...
Like they did a collab. They like sang together.
Oh my God.
I know.
She really is the gay icon, probably Taylor Swift, right?
No? I think she had like a queer era. Now she's kind of for everyone. I think Donald Trump today was saying how much he likes Taylor Swift, which is,
Oh,
like,
no.
I know. Everyone's getting in on her. So now I think she's just for just about everyone. But in 2019, she was
Okay.
very for the gays.
I like people who are just for the gays sometimes, like Slater or
a
something.
Charli XCX, a
Yeah.
Troye Sivan. Yeah.
She's kind of becoming mainstream, though.
Charli?
XCX,
yeah.
yeah.
She's one of my hot
Chaperone.
topics today,
Oh,
actually.
really? Oh, I didn't even hear anything. Okay, we have a lot to talk about. But before we do, let's get into the lore of this too. Do you know what it's from? I feel like you should know. Like, I feel like you know the lore of me, but if you don't, maybe you don't.
No, wait.
Oh,
is this...
really?
What
What?
was that episode air? Did that episode air?
Oh, TTT. It did not
I think
air.
that episode did not air.
So no one knows. Do you know? Were you going to say
from the
something?
podcast? From,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oversharing. Dun, dun, dun. Not gay icon.
Because it was normally black, right? The sequence?
Right. So yes. So we had like a black curtain with the black like hanging downs from Amazon, kind of like our pink one over there that we do our Patreon on. And this was for the rainbow backdrop. It was for the sides. We had the rainbow, right?
Yeah, because I had to put wings on the side because the camera, was too wide for the individual shot. So I had like wings, and I would change those according to. So this must have been exactly a year ago.
Yeah, that we
It
did
was
the Pride episode that
yeah,
never aired.
so I got this fabric.
dark.
Yeah.
And it was
pretty.
It's two pieces. I cut it to two, and each wing had one. It looked so pretty, and I'm so happy we get to use it again.
Yeah, it was actually iconic because that's what it was. We did Ariel and Ursula. So the behind us were the blue hanging down to be like the ocean, and then the side was Pride, and it was gonna be a really wonderful episode. Actually, it wasn't. I look back, it's kind of trash actually. Like honestly, what did we even like? Literally, we talked about C-sections for the 5th time, and I mean, great, love it, but also like not gay Pride either. I was like, or Pride. Sorry, I keep saying Pride. Sorry, I think of gays, but it was a mess. But anyways, we get to reuse it now, and hopefully this won't be an unaired episode. Hopefully this comes out. It won't be cursed. Yeah, that was during Pride. I was so excited too. Damn, that sucks.
Oh my God. It's almost the 1 year anniversary of all that happening, huh?
I think
toxic gossip train and all that. That's crazy.
I know. I was just telling Moses, I don't want to be in the drama, but I'm just saying, like, I wish there was like another big drama like that for the summer that we could cover here, but it has nothing to do with us.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because what a time that would have been, right? Like if I wasn't involved to just like really analyze everything coming out, because it is exciting. I get why people like drama, right? Because like we have lives that are just like walking and eating lunch or whatever. Like, I say boring, but what is it? It's not boring. What is it? Non-drama.
Yeah, peaceful.
It's just like
and
peaceful.
content.
Nothing's happening, and it's great. But it's kind of fun to like go online and just see like, ooh, like I'd love to be like, ooh, look at this or this. You know what I mean? And it's kind of fun if it's not like too serious. And that was serious, but then like. Could
but
you
then
imagine?
the song was so unserious that it was like everyone had a key over it.
Like, if like P. Diddy
Besides
came
Colleen,
out
but
and was
yeah.
like ukulele apology,
like
that'd be wild. I don't know, to dissect and all that. Anyways, that was wild. It was bad. It was a bad summer, but at the same time, looking back, there was some moments.
Some like laughable moments. That was wild. But yeah, I get it because it's like. It's just seeing all the updates, like you open Twitter and there was like a new meme or whatever, a new take, new information coming out. It's like, oh my God. It's just like, it gives you something to dive into,
ooh, wake up, this is happening. Yeah, it was a wild time. I guess like when you're involved in it, it's like different. It's like so anxious because you're like, what else is going to come out? And you're just like waiting for that like other shoe to drop, and then it did. And then you're like waiting for another shoe to drop, and you're just like, oh my gosh, like it was a lot. Because I really was like not trying to be involved. That was the origin of my villain story, I feel, because like literally I was like no drama for like 2 years. I was like, I am never talking about anyone again, like I don't like it, whatever. And then like that happened and it kind of opened up the floodgates, you know what I mean? Like Just Trish had to start because I had all this podcast equipment.
Gotta do something with it.
Yeah. So then I called you and I was like, I don't want to do drama. And then boom, the first one out was like Ariana Grande, Ethan Slater, just all this. I was like, you know what? F it. I'm good at this. Wendy's retired. They need someone new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyways, I feel like now we're like in a good balance though. It's just fun. It's not serious.
It's like gossiping is just fun sometimes. Like when you're not that invested, it's not really your life, and it's like, we're just, having a key. That's all it really is.
Yeah,
like,
it's
never
not like
is that serious.
Right. Like there's not a new drop and I'm like on TikTok being like, what the hell? Like I can wait a week, to get the gossip and to, just relax about it, Yeah. I think anyways. But we don't have any sponsors today, and we also don't have a new headshot, but the headshots are shipped out this week. Go to patreon.com/JustTrish, patreon.com/JustTrish. This will be your headshot next month, along with the Birkin Trish Modi sticker. Oh my God. Okay, we have the new. Oh, okay. I don't know where to go from. Anyways, let's finish the Patreon shout out. We posted. I saw this was my anticlimactic news. I'm like, we're gonna wait, and you were like, I have good news, and I was like, oh my God. Wait. Mine is just like you got the Guitar Hero up.
Yeah, the Fortnite festival. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm so impressed. I didn't watch it, but I'm so impressed that you were able to do it because I know there was like audio issue. I don't even know what happened, but
I know we.
Thank you for doing it.
We were in our experimental gaming era for like one day with Callie. That was
my month,
literally in March, though. I was like looking for the footage
Oh
and
my
I like could not
God.
find it. Look, I knew you would have it on your pink laptop though, because you
Don't
only
delete
used it that
anything,
one
yeah.
time. I'm like, it has to be on there.
Yeah, thank God.
But it was a little chaotic. But luckily, like you were singing the song, so I could sync up the songs to your singing and get it like
Wow.
perfect.
Save the
so
day.
thank God, yeah. And then it got me thinking. I was like, I almost want you for maybe for season 2 to have like the Kelly Clarkson, like her Kellyoke.
Oh, just at the end of each show singing.
Yes. Cover
Love.
a different song.
That's my
That'd be
dream. Yeah,
everything.
absolutely.
Yes.
Whatever Kelly Clarkson covers that week, I will too.
I would live.
Oh yeah, I kind of feel like Kelly Clarkson, like before her weight loss. She had the bangs, she had the little like extra suit on her. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's me right now. But don't worry, I'm gonna get to Kelly Clarkson now. I'm on my fitness here. Actually, when you text us, we were like walking. We were on a fitness journey, so I didn't get home until like noon or something, and then it was a whole thing. But yeah, that's up. And then we have one more. Do we have the Wendy's Dreamsicle?
Oh yeah, we have a Wendy's Dreamsicle.
And
We
then-
have to continue Dramageddon. It's everyone's waiting for that one.
Yeah, we should plan that day to do
Yeah.
the Dramageddon for sure.
Because we got a lot to cover there. I think there's still
Ooh.
like 3 videos in the part 3 of the Dramageddon saga. So
The next one is the Tati Clapback a year later.
it's the Tati Clapback a year later. No More Lies, or Breaking My Silence. One of those. Breaking My
I think.
Silence.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Okay, I'm so excited. Part 2 was so crazy. It almost has like 1,000 likes on our Patreon. People like live
The
for
comments
it.
are so fun. Everyone's been waiting. Everything we
I've been
post
waiting
like,
too.
where is Dramageddon?
And I feel like now I'll be even more energetic. Last time we did it, I was like a week before giving birth, and I was like so tired. This I'm like, I'm so ready for it.
Yes.
Let's plan a day. We'll do the triple berry Wendy's.
Oh, tea. Yes.
See if they have the bucket. Someone told us they had the bucket now. I went. They said they didn't.
Oh, and they have
But we
those
can try.
saucy nuggets, which I know you probably wouldn't like, but
I would
I'm
try 'em.
intrigued. I'm
Yeah.
intrigued by the saucy
So
nuggets.
we should do the Wendy's triple berry, the saucy nuggets, and then we'll go and do the Dramageddon. So
Yeah.
this week is pretty open for us. So Dramageddon part 2 was crazy. It's been so long since we did it. It's only been like a few weeks, but it seems like a long
It
time
does
ago.
feel longer.
That was wild. There's so much. Go look at it at Patreon, patreon.com/JustTrish. We do the extended podcast for you guys. We have a bonus episode on Saturdays, and then we have the headshot of the month, the stickers of the month.
And I
Producers,
accidentally
yes.
discovered a new feature
What?
on Patreon because I was
No.
trying to tell everyone it was
Okay.
going to be a day late. So I was like, the bonus is going to be a day late. And I
No.
went to like figure out how to tell everyone. And I accidentally started like a live chat. And it reminded me of like AIM, like the chat rooms.
Ooh.
Everyone got a notification. And then we were just talking in there. So maybe we could do that one
Wait,
day.
really?
Yeah, we could just have a little
Like,
chat
just
room.
typing?
Just typing. It was so fun.
Okay, that's fun. What do
Yeah.
you guys talk about? I love that.
I was just trying to let everyone know that it was going to be a day late. And then everyone just started like keying. And I was like, oh, let's,
Oh,
let's
that would
gab.
be so fun. Okay, now that I know, that's great.
Yeah,
Patreon,
so we can do that
it
some
confuses
days.
me a little bit. That's why I have you and my sister helping me because I'm kind of confused like how it like works. I like have ideas for it and whatever, but that would be fun. I would
Yeah,
love
we
to
could
do
schedule little live chats or something.
Yeah. Like a Discord, is that what it is kind of?
Kind of, yeah. It literally reminds me of like AIM, like those chat room days.
I never
like,
did the
it's-
chat room.
You didn't?
I was scared. I always thought like some like 50-year-old man was gonna come kidnap me out of my bedroom.
which very, very, very tea.
Yeah, isn't that like all the Lifetime movies is like ASL or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, that's so scary. And then they meet up and he's like, oh, I didn't think you would meet up with me if I told you my real age. And then she tries to like escape out of the... Is that a Degrassi episode?
I probably.
I feel like
yeah,
I saw a clip.
I think
Okay.
so.
And she like hides in the bathroom and
Yeah.
he's like, hey, come out. It's okay.
That is tea. Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm going to leave and you come out and he like, he opens the door and shuts it. And then she gets out of the bathroom and he's there and he like grabs her. I think it's, I don't know. I've never seen Degrassi. I just see clips on TikTok.
Yeah, it sounds very Degrassi
Yeah.
coded for sure because they've covered the gambit on that program. It shocks me that you weren't like a chat room girl because you were so
No.
like you sending letters to like old celebrities and stuff.
Well,
but
I
I guess
thought
that's
celebrities
different.
I was safe. Yeah. I'm like, okay, if they're old celebrities, if they kidnap me, at least I'll be a story. If it's just like some random guy down the street, it's like that's just a headline that disappears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not that I mean it's all sad. That's
It
why I don't like
is
true
sad,
crime. Yeah,
yeah.
it's horrible. But
I was definitely a little chat room boy.
oh,
Yeah.
Did you lie about your age?
I don't think maybe. I don't think so. I can't really remember. I do remember some like creepy like moments though for sure.
Where people like hit
Yeah.
on you and stuff? Do they see your? They don't see.
No, they
Were you
didn't
send
see.
pictures or
No, but they would like
Describe
ask to
yourself.
talk sometimes. And I remember one was like, like I was little, like I was definitely was little, and it got like weirdly sexual. It's like, oh, like does your dad know you're talking to me or stuff like that?
So they knew your age.
They
That's
might. And
how
also
mine was
I probably
too.
sounded like a little boy or a little girl.
No,
maybe,
but
I don't know.
I mean, that's disgusting. That's what they like is like the sexual predators. They know their age. They like will
Yeah.
say, don't tell anyone, we'll get in trouble. Because like even in real life, it would be like that. Like I would actually just talk to like 50-year-old men in real life when I was 12. And they're like, oh my God, don't tell anybody. Like we couldn't be friends if you knew. Ugh. When you think about when you actually think about that stuff, it is actually so disgusting. And how many people are like that, and those chat rooms make it so easy. I'm glad now we do have like Degrassi and Lifetime movies, so you can like warn the little like people like what has happened.
Yeah. And like we all grew up with that. So then we grow up, we become parents. Then now we're like very much like.
Yeah, not on chat
Yes.
ever. Like no social media, no chat, nothing until she's like 16 or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe 18. I don't know.
I think even I saw like a random like headline that like with Chrissy Teigen, I know she's a hot, she triggers some people, but she did say like with her
what
kids.
Were you say hot what?
I was like hot topic, but that was like
really
2 weeks
hot
ago.
Piece of ass or something.
No,
I was like, wow.
What? Yeah, me on the Pride episode saying Chrissy Teigen, a hot piece of ass. Yeah.
It sounded like you were like, wait, maybe I should like tone it down.
She
or
was a
something
hot
like that.
topic with Callie. I remember that episode.
Oh,
you guys.
hot topic.
Yes.
Okay, then it's like maybe hot take or I don't know. Yeah.
She triggers some people don't like it. But
Yeah.
she did say like she's waiting until her kids are like 18 or after they graduate high school for them to have social media. And honestly, I get
Yeah.
it. Like it's brutal out there. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. And people are just weird. And
Yeah.
the access to people. Like, if I would have had, like, social media as a teen... Oh, because you're a little younger than me, too. Because I was like, I think the chats were, like, later on. Maybe there was AOL when I was, but I just didn't know. Maybe we didn't have Wi-Fi because... I don't know. I can't remember. But I feel like
It was still like the dial-up days, like when the chat rooms
so it
were
was
a
like,
thing.
Yeah, maybe we just didn't have it or something like
Yeah.
that. But if I would have had access to that, I would have been, like, wild and for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was, like, writing like you said, handwritten notes to people. So, I don't know. What do I know? But, yeah, be careful out there. That is, like... so scary, actually.
Yeah, I'm glad those aren't really like a thing anymore. And granted, there's like a million other freaking plot like
DMs,
Discord and everything else too.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least I think there's more awareness of like stranger danger and all that stuff.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, the person you're talking to online is not the person you're talking to online. Like, especially if you can't see them, if they're anonymous, if they can't put their webcam on or something.
And like shows like Catfish, I think there's just so much
Yeah.
more like media documenting that stuff. So I think there's just like more.
Catfish is wild. I'm like, are these people that dumb? No offense, but like, you have to be so dumb. They're like, their phone
especially
doesn't
after
work.
the show like is a thing. Like
Yeah.
maybe before the show, or like remember there was a movie first, like a,
Right.
So
it was about Ned being catfish. Yeah.
So like after like Catfish became a thing, I feel like you should know about catfishes.
Yeah,
you know?
right. Like, yeah, maybe if they can't FaceTime, if you can't show their face. Like, there's so many people I know, and I'm just like, if you're not seeing their face, why would you believe that that's a real person? Anyways, I guess it can happen to the best of us, but I don't know. No one's catfishing me, that's for sure. But speaking of, wait, was it, there was something else I was talking about, the Patreon, we were talking about, did you get the intro?
What? No, I don't think so. The new intro?
Did.
I haven't checked my emails today though.
Oh my God. I don't know if we should I kind of want to put it out now.
Why
Because I know
not?
we were waiting for season 2, but I mean, it's kind of exciting. I want you to see it. Do you
Should I
want
watch
to check?
it now? Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe you might wait to watch it because I know you wanted to be surprised. I don't know if it's that exciting. It's exciting to me, but maybe it's not that exciting.
It is. It's very exciting.
Okay, I wanna show you. I think it's done. I think it's ready to put up. Shout out Jeremy for doing this song, Jeremy and Connor.
You didn't show me, so the sound.
I think it's synced up. And I think Lou Izzle, who did the animation, I think he kind of synced a little bit more of it too. So I think it's all synced up perfect.
So we're not using the intro at the beginning of the show. We're going to show you guys the intro that's going to be.
Oh.
It's the debut.
From now on.
The
Yeah.
premiere? Okay.
Yeah.
So
This
next
is-
week we can start using it?
Yeah, when we do the two hot topics a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the premiere.
So in this premiere video.
Okay,
of the
it's like
topics,
MTV. It's
Yes,
like
yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, love that. Okay, so we're gonna be doing. Well, you kind of just spilled the beans that we're doing 2 hot topics a week. I guess that's an
We've been talking
announcement.
about it for so long.
No, not on camera, have we?
Last week you did.
Okay. Are people excited? I didn't see anyone say anything about
no,
it.
the
Okay.
comments, people in the
We're doing
comments,
2 hot topics
they
a
really
week because
want
we
that.
ran out of people to ask to be on the show. No, we might get Austin Butler on. I think that might be. I told my agents, I'm like, I want Austin Butler. I want Zendaya. I think Zendaya's a possibility. I feel like she's cool. I feel like she would be.
Yeah.
Nicola, she's doing press right now.
Yeah, she'd be a slay.
I would love her. So I had a list. I kind of forgot people. I think Zac Efron I put on the list. Yeah.
Yeah, that's work. Yeah.
Those
He's
are
in that Netflix movie coming out, so he'll be doing press
and we
soon.
talked about that family affair.
Yeah.
We love it. His brother's going on Traitors. Maybe we can ask him about it. Anyways, we're open to more guests too, obviously. But I mean, that's just what we have.
Yeah.
No, but this is really what the audience have been asking for. They want to talk hot topics a week, and then if
Yeah, I'm
we feel that
excited.
we can give you a guest that's better than the hot topic a week, then
Yeah,
they'll come
which all
on,
the guests
but-
have been superb, but I'm just saying we don't know anybody else, so if you want to DM me or something. I literally run out of people, so that's what I was like, and it was stressful. I was like, I can't find people and blah blah. But yeah, we're gonna do hot topics a week, be fresher, be funner. So that way, like we film on a Monday to air on Tuesday, but things start breaking on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and so then we can go do the Wednesday. Maybe it's a little shorter, maybe it's not, I don't know. Maybe we have a special guest, but yeah, we're gonna go to 2 hot topics. We have one final guest this week. Well, not final guest, but one guest before we do it, and that's Moses for Father's Day. So yeah, we filmed that last week. We we're always so chill. Every time we do that, I feel like I'm falling asleep in a good way. Like it's meditative.
Yeah,
We're
it's
like,
it's almost like, our story time for the birth. And
yeah.
also, it's chill because, hey, we don't sleep much at night right now.
We don't sleep much. Yeah. So we're just like,
we were very...
that was our
it was
little
nice.
date. Yeah. Anyways, so that's coming up this week, and then we'll go into our 2 hot topics. So we have a new intro. This is by Louisville, who does my Trish emojis. I love him so much. I thought you guys were like friends, but you said no. You said someone just showed you his art.
Yes.
I was like, okay, I love that. He slays all day. The intro music is by Jeremy and Connor, my sad boy band members, and also Pride. Jeremy is Pride. Yeah. Okay. He's part of the Pride movement.
He was literally priding while he was working
That's
on
why we
this.
couldn't get the music, because he was like, I lost my voice during Pride, and it's always something with him. He loves to party in WeHo. And who doesn't, really? So, anyways, okay, so that's the intro, and I'm excited. Okay, go.
Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Her name is Trisha and all the gossip's filthy rich, pretty and big. Hot topic queen and says what everybody thinks. She's just Trish.
It's so cute. Yes.
Okay, yay.
Oh my God.
Does it flow well? Does it fit well? Does it
Yes.
just okay.
Oh my God, that little jingle is so good. They snapped.
They snapped, right?
They did snap. Oh
I
my
was like,
God.
okay, hot topic queen says this is me. This says everyone and me. She's just Sabrina Carpenter could never. That's the catchy song right there. She's just Trish. Yeah. He's like, do you want to come record this? I'm like, no. You just do it. Maybe one day I'll record it, but I was like, I
Trisha's
can't right now.
version
Yeah.
at some point.
Trisha's
Yeah.
version. Yeah, that's our new little intro, manifesting the pink Cybertruck, and then I had did you like your little
Yeah, it
animation?
was so cute. I looked skinny.
That's what I said. I was like, okay, skinny queen.
I
I'm
lived
skinny
for
in
the
my
little otter. That is so
Yeah,
sweet.
was your Emmy?
Yes.
Manifesting Emmy for Just Trish too. We love that.
Well, I think that good timing because they're gonna start including like digital programs.
How do we get on it? How do we get in it?
I think we can submit ourselves next year maybe because
Love it.
the chicken shop date and that hot one show are like trying to get nominated. So
We can beat 'em.
Yeah, we can
Easily.
run against
Yeah,
them.
for sure.
We gotta launch a campaign next.
Could you imagine if we
next
won?
season.
I think that it really is just it's really favoritism at that point if we beat them. Because I feel like we could beat them as popularity contests. Like if there's people at the Emmys working, like the U's of the world, right? And you're at the Emmys working, it's like that's who we need. And then just like Trish wins, you know what I mean? Because I think there's so many people that are kind of like high-key, low-key fans or whatever, and they're working at these big positions now, and they're like, we need Trish. And I think that's why I'm rising a little bit, because now finally all my little fans, they're like they're in these power positions now, and they're like, we know
yeah.
Trish, you know what I mean? And that's what I love. I mean, I'm old, but I'm like, I love that now, because like you're a queen, you're this,
Or a
like
lot
that.
of them, the people in power have kids, you know, because even like
Right.
the guy who runs like production at ET, he's like the straightest like man ever, and like I've known him since I interned there, and I've always like annoyed him, and he never really comes up to me. He's like, hey Oscar, that show that you do, like my daughter's a fan, can I bring her and like come talk to you? And I was like, okay,
No way!
work. Yeah.
Did you meet her?
Yeah, she came just to gab.
Oh
She was
my
asking about you
God.
and Tana and Brooke. She
No
was like,
way!
yeah.
Oh my, isn't that so cool?
It did make me feel cool. I was like,
Yeah.
wow. Especially because like I'm so low key about everything there. Because I thought I was gonna get in trouble when I first started doing the podcast. I was like, I'm just not gonna tell anyone. But then now they all know, and now they like want to use me. Yeah. Yeah, me too.
I was gonna say ET had the photos. They had them ready when my birth announcement. I was like, yes,
ready.
and they looked good. They looked good. I was like, these look good.
Yeah, I like
these
made
look like
sure.
an Oscar edit.
Yes, T. I was like, these are the photos you guys need to use.
I loved it. They were good. They were wonderful. They had the best headline. Elvis has left the womb. I was like,
Oh, that was me.
That was so good. See, that's what I'm saying. When the good people get in the creative mode, like they had the headlines. You know, you're like, okay, yeah, they know what's up. That was good. Because all the other ones like Access E, there's like, oh, Trisha, welcome to baby number 2. But this was like Elvis has left the iconic. It was so good, and I loved it. So we love the connection. Is that nepotism? If I'm like, can I host ET? Would that be nepo? Because I know you. Is that nepotism?
I think that's just networking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know this person.
Yeah.
So, ET, let me host one time. Both of us. Let's just host like one thing. I don't know. Go to the red carpet or something.
Yeah, for something. Like something
but we
a little
both had to dress
unserious.
up. You can't wear black because you said like some people can only wear black.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
for the big events, like the Oscars or whatever, like if you're working behind the scenes, like not on camera, you have to wear like a black suit, like a black tux
We
or
need to
whatever.
dress up.
Yeah.
We need to go and dress up, and ET can make it happen. I see you with the bling microphone, ET. I mean, you probably did it before me, but I don't know. I feel like I've had a bling microphone for a decade now. But anyways, neither here nor there. We love ET. But yeah, that's our new intro. And then Moses is also in it. He's wearing the iconic Tana I Heart Trisha Paytas shirt. That should be our merch. I love that I just gave these instructions to him. I'm like, have Moses wearing an I Heart Trisha Paytas shirt.
You had a vision.
I had a vision. I was like, what could his thing be? Are you holding water? Is there anything else you're doing in that little cartoon or no? Or are you just
There
waving?
is something. I'm trying to remember.
Was it? I
Because I
think
have to see it. Maybe it's a Just Trish cup. I don't know.
Are you
I'm
holding something? Yeah, okay. Oh, we have the Just Trish cup. We have the nuggets now. When I'm driving inside the burger, we have the spicy nuggets. Like, there's little,
Easter eggs.
yeah, Easter eggs throughout. So it's changed up a little bit. We have a theme song, sung by everybody. So we love it. And we'll always have a little pride in that jingle. You know what I mean? And like pride is in proud, not the gay part, just the proudness of it. I love it. I think it's cute. That's our new jingle because it's Just Trish and Oscar and Moses. It's a big part. People always are like, why is it called Just Trish? I don't know, because that's what it's called.
I remember when we were like talking about the name before it started, and I was,
Oh, yeah.
because like we're running through a couple, but like that's the first one you thought of, and then
Yeah.
I had the dream. I told you I was like, I had a
yeah.
dream that you had merch that said Just Trish. So I'm
my
like,
God,
I think
it's
you got to
happening.
name it Just Trish.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's happening now. You're right, because I think it was also called, like, they had one that was, like, only Trish. It was always Trish. Was there anything besides Trish? Do you remember?
I don't think so. I think it was always Trish.
It's always Trish.
Something.
Trish. I always actually wanted just mine, like, not just
yeah.
Trish, but just
Trish.
Trish, the show, like just Trish. And now it's just Trish, I guess. But I guess because, yeah, I came from having co-hosts and stuff like that. So I'm like, hey, it's just Trish. But, anyways, it's a full family here, a family of 3. So it's just Trish and Oscar and Moses. So it's fun. We have a fun intro. I can't wait to get the Tesla truck. I think I'm only need another 80 pounds. No, I need, 80 pounds and then I can get the Tesla truck. Cybertruck.
We're paying them in pounds.
Oh, yeah. What is 80 pounds in USD?
Probably $100.
Oh, really? That's it? Oh, okay. Well, dropping 80 kilos. What's 80 pounds in kilos? Do you know?
That'd
No.
be, that'd be
Is it
a little
more or
bit less than
less?
40. Less.
Oh, it doesn't sound so
like
skinny,
A kilo is
40
maybe
kilos.
2.2, 2.4 pound.
I love everything in kilos. Do you know how much you weigh in kilos?
I always weighed, like my whole life, I weighed like 70, 75, 80 kilos.
That's
So-
so skinny.
Wow.
That sounds so skinny. Well, anyways,
I'm
I need
90 kilos right now.
Oh,
That sounds little.
skinny.
Yeah.
That's like crazy. That's like, to me, it's like 90 pounds. Like,
I
you're
know,
90
yeah.
pounds, 90 kilos. Okay.
Yeah, just move to kilos. You always be under.
I love it. That's
Numbers
why
will be small.
date
Yeah.
someone who knows the metric system because they'll never know how much you weigh in pounds. When I said 200 pounds, like, is that a lot? I'm like, oh, no, not really. Skinny. It's tiny. So now when I say stuff, I mean, now I feel like you know more so, but when you know someone in metrics, they're like, oh, I don't know pounds. Perfect. But I need to drop 80 more pounds and then I can get my Cybertruck. So
You're getting there.
yeah, I am with the eggs. And this week especially, I can't say what I'm doing. I can't even give hints, but I'm doing something big next week, and I'm really gonna go hard this week at my eggs and my grapefruit. And I can't even hint. I know I want to, but I can't. I can't. I signed an NDA. I can't even tell you. It's a surprise
my
for even
God, I'm
you.
so
I know
excited.
it's gonna be. Well, maybe it'll be big. Maybe it won't happen, but I think it's gonna happen. So, anyways. I always want to share it. I'm so that person that wants to share it. But all right, well, let's go.
Period. Well, speaking of weight, I wanted to text you this so bad. I got called chunky over the weekend, and it was very, very triggering. And I think I would rather be called chubby than chunky. I think I'd rather be called anything else than chunky.
Chunky's not bad. Okay, you didn't text me this part, and then you didn't respond to mine because I was like, maybe it was a compliment. Because first of all, chunky I see what you're saying. Is it chunky chaser or chubby chaser?
Chubby chaser.
Oh, chubby. Okay.
What was the context?
Yeah,
Can you put it? Can you put it in a full
This
sentence?
makes it even worse. The
Okay.
context. Okay, so I think I told you a couple of weeks ago that someone I hooked up with like in 2019 like started like going to my gym or whatever,
Oh.
and it was weird because he'd be like work out next to me but like not talk to me. So like the other day I finally like broke the ice. I was like trying to be nice because he's wild. Like his workouts are very like erratic, and like the movements he makes look like not very safe.
Oh.
Like because he's like flailing around like kind of crazy. So
Maybe
I was
he's on
like,
crack or something. Like, what is he doing?
because I was trying to be nice, and I was like, hey, like if you need like any tips or something on like form or whatever, like I've had a trainer, so like I kind of know stuff
I
about
love that.
form.
Yeah, you're
And
being
he's like,
nice.
He's like, nah, like, it's a, first of all, he has like a southern accent, but I can't really do that southern accent.
That was pretty good, whatever that was.
He's like,
I like
nah,
that.
like, I just go up to like the really hot guys that I see here and like I ask them for tips on like form or whatever. He's like, but I see you work out with like that lady all the time because my trainer now is like a girl. I was like, not a lady. Like, it was like so like condescending. I was like, okay, well, like if you need help with anything, let me know. He's like, yeah, I think I'm doing it right. Then he shows me like a before and after, like him like a couple months ago to now. He's like, yeah, like I look like a completely different person now. And he lost like 20 pounds, which is great, but it's not like anything earth shattering, you know?
Mr. Beast transformation.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. Well, just like, let me know, whatever.
Oh, that's kind of sad right there. It's like, okay, dude, you can just be like, yeah, thanks, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I was like,
I go up to hot guys.
Yeah. So everyone else here but you. Like, I was like, okay. I was like, you were after me in 2019. Like, let's not
you guys
forget.
didn't hook up.
We did. Like, he was like,
but he pursued you.
Yes, back in the day. So I was
Who
like,
was more attractive, you would say?
I don't know. I mean, he's like taller and skinnier, but like back in 2019, like my MO was like average. Like, it's not like a like a badge of honor,
Right,
because my type was like more like uglier the better, just because I was like freshly skinny and I was insecure around like hot guys. Whenever I hooked up with hot guys, I was like in my head.
Yeah,
was,
okay,
like,
so he's mid or less mid?
Like mid, a little below mid,
Out of 10.
maybe 6,
that's
perhaps.
To me, that's mid, yeah.
Yeah, very mid. But then anyway, so then I leave. And I guess he like went up to like a straight guy like that I'm like acquaintances with and was like trying to like bro with him or something or like flirt with him. I don't know. Cause he was like, oh, like, yeah, that's Oscar. Like as I was walking, I asked, oh, that's Oscar. He's a chunky one. He's got a fat ass, but he's like too chunky for me and too femme.
Wait. Okay. But this is not the guy at the gym this weekend. He just said this a while ago.
No, this is what he said. Yes.
So he's like introducing you to somebody else.
He's trying to like,
that's your introduction.
You're hearing this.
No, so I left. He told this straight guy that I'm like acquaintances with. Like,
how do you know that?
Because then I left. That I'm friends with that guy he was talking about me about. So then he came and told me. I think trying to like laugh it off, not thinking I was gonna like.
He said chunky part to you?
Yes, he's like that guy just said like, oh, you're chunky.
Oh my god. First of all, this is why straight men are so annoying. Like what? First of all, why did he say that? Why did he tell you that? That's so weird.
I think he thought it would be like funny or whatever that I would laugh it off, but I was like, oh hell no. So then I already left the gym at this point. Like I was downstairs, like outside, like ordering a smoothie, whatever.
Love that.
I was like, hell no. So I go back up the gym, walk up the stairs. I'm looking for him. I'm like, hell no.
What? Really?
Yes.
Oh
I
my
like
God.
snap. My mom said this is like the Cuban thing because like all of a sudden I'm like so passive, but then sometimes I can like really go for it.
It's very West Side Story. Yeah,
very
did
West
you
Side
watch it?
Story. I saw clips.
Okay.
I will watch it.
Okay, you should watch it. I think it's about they're Cuban,
I
right?
think
On the
she's
show.
Cuban.
Yeah.
Or Puerto Rican. Yeah. Similar.
But the same area.
Yeah, same area.
Yeah. They're feisty is what
yes.
they are. Yeah. Okay.
So I like go up looking for him, and then I'm like, okay, wait, don't see him. I go into like the locker room. I see him. The timing was wild because I guess he just got out of the shower, so he was just in undies.
Oh no.
And he starts making like small talk. He's like, oh, like, are you going to Pride or whatever? And I was like, I heard you were talking shit.
You did?
Yes,
Oh
I just
my
went for
God.
it. And it was, then all of a sudden he's like, oh, like, what are you talking about? And I was like, did you not just tell someone that I'm too chunky and too femme for you? And then obviously he like drops all, he's like in his locker, so he drops all his stuff. His AirPods go flying. He's like all flustered. He's like, oh, wow, I apologize. And I was like,
that accent was good. I like that.
I was like, you know that like I may be a bigger guy, but like, you know, I can like lift 3-4 times more than you.
Yes.
And I was like, you're saying I'm too femme. You have a higher voice than me and a southern accent. You sound like a golden girl and you're a wannabe pop star. Like we are in the same bracket. Like we are not that different. You know, like you are not Mask. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that.
I like went in.
That's this very like end of the Barbie movie where everyone's just like applauding America Ferrera for that speech. That was good.
In.
Yeah.
I was reading and then I was like, you really need to humble yourself because you may have lost 20 pounds and you may be like skinny now, but you are not like a fitness icon. So you need to be careful who you talk about and do not speak on me again. And then I walked out. It was kind of fierce.
So intense.
It was fierce.
Love you. I'm proud of you for that, but also very intense.
It is. And not very like me at all because I'm so like passive. I snapped in that moment. I think it was like it was for It was for the chunky people out there who like people
Yeah.
speak on out of pocket. Like first, I wasn't even putting myself out there for you to like reject in the first place. Like
That's true. Like,
there
what's
was never
the
an
point?
invitation. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to get with you. There was no offer for you to even like
Say that.
Yeah.
And what did he said exactly? He said he's just a little chunky, or what was
said-
the words?
He said,
chunky.
that's Oscar. Oh, like, you know, Oscar, he's a chunky one. He's got a fat ass, but he's too chunky for me, and he's too femme. I like the mask ones.
Right. Okay. So what? Okay. What part is
And
more?
he's telling that to a straight guy that could care less.
Yeah, that too.
About
Yeah,
what
so
he
what are
likes
you even
and
talking
what-
about? What mask, femme, what? Who cares? Like, yeah.
And this guy also is 38 years old. Like, you're too old to be like acting like this, you know?
Is he chunky?
He had like a dad bod before, and now he like lost 20 pounds, and he's like just like skinny now.
What celebrity would you relate him to? Ish.
God, I don't even know. Before his weight loss, he was almost like a little chunkier of a Jesse Tyler Ferguson, like the right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
so
guy
nothing
needs to
even
not-
like yeah.
he needs to not be talking.
Yeah, I think like
all.
if it was someone really hot that was
Like
saying
a
this,
Hassan or
yeah,
something,
if Hassan was
yeah.
like he's chunky and too fat, I'd be like you ate, like period.
You
but
ate.
yeah, you know, but like damn, someone ugly telling me this? No.
Yeah. Oh, that's always the uglies. Always the
Always
uglies.
the
And the
uglies.
people who are a little fat themselves. Everyone who's called me fat has always been like a little fat themselves.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of like, yeah, okay, like look at you.
So I had to stand up, I think, for the chunky people, and then
love
it was
that.
like, you know, when you have your huge 80-pound weight loss, you got to remember where you
Yes.
come from. Like you can't.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna be. You see me on TikTok. I'm like, okay, block me, fatties. You don't like to talk about how skinny I am? Block me. No, because I know people get like triggered by before and afters, and I understand that and I get that, but I'll be posting before and afters all day long. I'll be the transformation, like watch me. Like I don't know what my For You page is all transformations right now, just people getting super skinny. But I'm like, okay, that's gonna be me.
You're gonna have your moment.
But even when I lose my 80 pounds, I'm still gonna be like what am I gonna be? 163. Actually, that'll be the skinniest I've ever been in my adult
That
life.
is teeny.
Yeah, because like we always talk about the during my touring days, I was 180, and I'm like, that's pretty tiny then. So if I was 163, that's another 17 pounds down. That'll be like,
Yeah.
I will be skinny.
You'll be so skinny.
Yeah, so it's gonna happen. I mean, you know, slowly but surely. We did have pizza last week. But that was my splurge day because I did do really good last week. So I was like, let's have a little pizza. You know what I mean? And it's only 270 calories. I keep saying it's only 270 calories for one slice. I had 2 slices. It's 600
That
calories.
portion control. Yeah,
it's
that's
not
all what it's
bad.
about. Yeah.
Anyways,
Because
so-
if you deny yourself, then you'll want to like, you know,
no,
go
for
out
sure.
more.
This is the longest I've actually consistently like tried to eat clean the majority of the time. Because usually I'm just like off of it. I'm just like, whatever, I'll just have pasta or whatever. But you know, if I get off of it a little bit, I get right back on it. So I've been trying to do good. Anyways, yeah. I was gonna say maybe he meant it, and it sounds a little bit like a compliment. He says he's chunky. He says he got a fat ass, which is kind of nice. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll take that one. But I think
Yeah.
it was more so like I'm like better than him because now I'm skinny or whatever. I don't know. I feel it was very much like condescending, like, oh, like he is like I'm so out of his league, which is like we're not
No.
playing the same game.
No,
you know
if
what
he's
I mean?
like a older, overweight Jesse Tyler Ferguson, definitely not. Like, definitely not. No. Like, that's crazy. Anyways, screw that guy.
I know.
But I would say, like, protect your peace sometimes. You know, if I was your therapist, I'd be like, maybe don't go off because it's like your peace that you're ruining for your day.
I know, T, but I had to do
I know.
it. Like,
I get it.
and usually, like, I let so much stuff go. Like, I'm not confrontational at
Yeah.
all. Oh, but I was just like so ready to scrap, especially like what I'm like a child of Bad Girls Club, you know, like I love those moments, but it also taught me you can't just like run your mouth willy-nilly. Like you have to be very like specific, you know, otherwise you get, you know, hit or whatever. So
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right. Oh, right.
Yeah.
You
So
don't think he would have punched you out or
I
anything?
could take him out 100%.
If he like hit you, you would be able to. But I
he
don't
would
want you
be
to
knocked
fight.
out.
I don't need you to get physical.
I think me just like coming up to him, like he was like so just shook by that because he
Yeah.
wasn't like expecting like a confrontation. Like if it was like a Hassan, I wouldn't like, you know, he
Right.
would whack me hard. So
Yeah,
it's not like
yeah.
I would go up to him and like, what are you talking, you know?
Yeah,
but
you were assessing the situation.
yeah, like I can pick and choose.
I run away for sure. That I run away. I'm the Tana in this one. I'm the flight because it's just like. I don't know. It's not even like that's not even me protecting my peace. I'm just like I don't want to get hit. I don't know. People be wild in these days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. Like I think I just like pick and choose. I knew that I could, if anything happened, I could take him on. But he's also kind of like whack, so like nothing would never come
Yeah.
to that. He's just corny, so it's.
I
like,
mean, that's random and so weird and out of pocket, especially at 38, like you said. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, too old to be.
It must be that age because Tati was 38 when she made her first Dramageddon video.
I love that
And,
you
like-
related it to Tot.
Because I was like, wait, at 38. So maybe at 38 you like regress a little
Something
bit.
snaps,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're kind of like, you know what? Let me pick some fights because I'm almost 40, but I'm only 30, so I'm gonna still like pick some fights with people. I don't know because she picked fights with James and for no reason and was calling him names.
Yeah, I think, and also maybe like a lot of like rooted in insecurity, you know, like
Yeah, oh, well,
Tati
always
definitely
that.
was. I'm sure he.
I mean,
must be too,
anyone
I
who calls
guess, but-
anyone fat is just like it's always an insecurity of either like they're just jealous because like not of like the way you look or anything like that, but even like that you can be so confident or you can be this or you're friends with this guy or whatever, and it's always like an insecurity thing when people make fun of your weight because there's no other reason, like there's no other time where you're just like this person's chunky, like what's the point of that?
Yeah, like that's what I. In general, I mean, it happens so much with women, but I think that's why I like love and relate to women so much because that happens to them. But also,
Yeah.
it's like very much in the gay community too. Like it's all
Really?
like, yeah, like there's the whole
That's
like
so weird.
the motto like no fats, no femmes or whatever. Like on the dating apps, it's like the guys will put like
Jesus.
in their little bio, no fats, no femmes. I'm like, okay, well that
I
was
kind-
always me. So I was like, oh, damn.
Are you femme? I wouldn't consider you femme.
I think so. I mean, compared to like a really, I don't
Like,
know who. I'm
who's-
trying to think of an example. Colton Underwood, do you know him? He was on
Oh,
The
yeah.
Bachelor. Like
Yeah.
he's more like he's like tall, like more masculine. Like everyone thought he was straight forever. So
Oh, I see. So if you're like straight passing, you're the mask one.
yeah.
Because I don't consider you femme at all. Because you don't even like to like, when we dress up, I always want you to like cross dress or something like that. And you're like,
Oh, yeah.
you don't like to do anything.
Yeah, I think there's like it's like a spectrum. I'm definitely in like the femme category. That's why the guy was also femme. That's why I think I was extra like during Pride Month. They're gonna come for another gay who's in the same category as you.
We don't need gay on gay hate.
We don't.
Why do they have that? But that's like girls on girls. You're right. It's very
Yeah.
that. It's like they just come for their own. It's like, can you chill?
I've had a lot of good like gay experiences this month so far though, which
Oh.
is good. Like
What kind?
like supportive, like nothing.
I got some great gay experiences.
Like after last week, Austin's show, who is like Hassan's gay,
Okay.
DM'd me and it was like,
Ooh.
hey, like I heard you talking about me, like I'm a big fan, and it was so nice.
Aw.
And like
We love that.
and he's like
Yeah.
like he's good representation for like the twunk community because he's
Okay.
like hot, he's ripped, and then he's also like nice. I was like, wow, like
Yeah.
you are a good example.
We need more of that.
We need
in the
more
gay.
of that. Yeah.
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like the gay on gay hate.
No, I'm glad I'm seeing more like, you know,
Support.
support. Yeah, especially from him. Because also, like, I was thirsting after Hassan for like 2 hours. So,
Right.
and that's his straight man.
Yeah, so he wasn't like being like, don't come
He
for
loved it,
don't come
yeah.
for my position.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the worst gay on gay hate, and I don't think it's unwarranted. I don't even know if it's because he was gay, but you remember that show, The Real Gay Friends of WeHo?
Oh, yeah.
And everyone, all the gays came for that so hard. They were like so pissed. And then Todrick's like, can we all like be supportive and put more gays out there in the media? And everyone's like, no. And then it got canceled. I mean, kind of iconic though. I kind of love that they had that much power because I remember it was like such a big thing. It was after RuPaul's, I think. It was after the Drag Race. It was the Drag Race that I watched, the season 15 or something.
It
And
was
then like
the sugar and spice season.
yeah. Shout out, because that was my favorite because they did me for a Snatch Game. But I was like, I remember because then that show would come on after and I'd watch it. And it was kind of a trash show. It was like not really that good. But at the same time, I kind of get what they were saying. It's like, you know, one gay show is like going to help other gay shows come through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
So-
the problem was Todrick in that one. It's
Always
like, you
comes
know,
back to Todrick.
it's like so, he was like, it's almost like first of all, like they took away the Drag Race time slot, like they made the show like shorter to
Oh,
make
so-
room for that show
oh.
to promote it. So people were already annoyed from the jump. So that's like working against them. But then also
I
Todrick is
see.
just kind of like, he's very controversial. Like either like hate him or
Well,
you
he just-
tolerate him, I guess. But
love Todrick's like content. I love Todrick. I love that he's a theater boy. And he was like really nice to me. We did a collab. I like really nice. I always thought he was so cool. I was like a fan of his. But yeah, like the Colleen post he did like in defense of her was wild because
Yeah.
it's like, again, you can be friends with people that are problematic, but like if they're actually hurt people, like maybe just be quiet about it online. You know,
Yeah.
don't be like ruffling feathers. Has he been out doing stuff since then, or is he?
he had like gigs booked. Like I remember, like the last time we talked about him was he was like started a GoFundMe for his family and like the Colleen's, like it was around
Oh.
Colleen's birthday or
So that was a while ago. Yeah, it was
or
like last
his
year.
birthday. Colleen was there. I think that's what it was. So
That's right,
maybe like
he's-
a month or two ago.
Right, he had like a big party, but then it was asking for
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
He also was like, was he on like in Shrek the Musical or something? I think he's playing the
Oh.
donkey or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Work.
Anyways, I like Todrick, but yeah, I just feel like it's like the JoJo thing. It's like, I mean, you can't like just be problematic after problematic when people have been hurt. You know what I mean? You can't just
Yeah.
like say stuff willy nilly, but.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like JoJo performed at Pride and like.
What LA Pride?
LA Pride, yeah. She's been doing the like she's done maybe like 3 prides
She's the gay
now.
icon, I guess. I'm
She's
sad.
like
yeah.
very iconic.
Maybe she could buy my purse.
yeah,
I'll sell it for $350 to
and
her.
then we'll forgive you, JoJo.
Purse.
Literally. And then
And
all
come
will
on the
be forgiven.
podcast.
We'll hash things out.
Live though. Can't
No
edit
edits.
anything. Oh man, when you give someone edit control, which we always give our guests,
Yeah.
it's just kind of the.
Although JoJo lets a lot fly. I
She
don't know if
really
she would
does.
have anything edited out.
She's
You
like,
think?
it's all good. That's
Yeah.
like me though, Joe. I always think like everything's fine, and then you're like, oh, I guess I should edit that out.
Because she spills a lot of tea.
Yeah, I want to just spill some tea on you.
Yeah, but she's another one. Like, she talks so much and she's so, like... I can't. I'm trying to think of like a more PC word than annoying, but I can't think of.
Right.
It's just annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she
but,
knows.
She knows, and like she
Yeah.
does it on purpose.
Yeah, of
That's the
course.
one thing that bothers me about her though, because she had like the whole thing at Pride where she was like drinking her tequila, and then she was talking about like
Oh.
online people like giving her hate or whatever. But I'm also like. It's not like you are just like trying to live your life as demure as possible.
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
You're
It's
like doing it on purpose.
Yes.
Which that is annoying. Like if you know what you're doing, don't be
Yeah.
like, why does everyone come for me? Like
I have so much hate. I deal with so much hate all the time. But she did kind of eat because like someone was like homophobic against her. She was like, this one guy was calling me like a he, but I have a bigger dick than him and I get more girls than him. And I'm like, okay, you
Wow.
kind of ate with that.
Okay.
Like when you get homophobes, yeah, tea. But what you not
what
every
did he do?
he left her a comment like calling basically misgendering her, calling her a guy or something like that. Yeah.
Maybe it was autocorrect. You know what I mean? Like I feel like sometimes it changes. I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I don't think she's male presenting. Is she?
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I guess maybe because like she's almost like draggy, almost like she's so.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it was something like that, like
Okay.
a conservative. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
we
like
have
the only
no
thing
room
I
for
can think
homophobia.
of. Yeah, even for JoJo, like like
Yeah.
I may have my qualms with JoJo, but if you're homophobic towards her, then
Absolutely
yeah,
not.
I got her back.
Yeah. No, same for sure. We always have that.
Yeah, and
Can you just dislike a gay person without being homophobic? Though?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Same with like having problems with like women. You know, like I obviously
Right.
like I would consider myself a feminist, and like I like support girls way more than men.
Yeah.
But there's some girls that I'm just like a J-Lo or like a Colleen. I'm like, I can't have your back.
I don't think J-Lo and Colleen are in the same category. What? What did
Equally
J-Lo do?
disliked,
I
I
mean,
think.
J-Lo's not hanging out with like 13-year-olds in Dublin,
I
Ireland.
guess so, but I mean, she's
Asking them to send her underwear.
Yeah, you're right. But reputation-wise, I don't know.
Okay. Well, Reputation era, they're coming back. Yeah, poor J-Lo. She's been struggling though. I kind of feel bad for her.
Now,
Everything's just going to shit.
Now it's like,
yeah.
because I'm not like a very like dog. Like I hate a dog pile in general, but J-Lo was hard because like
Yeah.
I've like witnessed like the
horribleness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's also like okay, like you always talk about like paying the karmic debts or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, I think
she's doing it.
we've reached the max.
They're
of
selling
like,
their house. It's like it's a whole thing. Yeah.
yeah,
I think
the
so.
tour canceled, album flopped, movie flopped. Now like divorce allegedly. It's like okay, I think she's
there.
paid the karmic dues.
Welcome to Flopatrocana.
Flop Tropica?
Flop Tropica. Someone said that in my TikTok today. I love that. They're like, welcome to Flop Tropica. I think it was Alves. I was like, okay, well, welcome to Flop Tropica, J-Lo. I don't know what I was going to say. Flop Tropica. Speaking of Flop Tropica, you still have your Teletubbies on. I'm surprised. I thought that was going to come off. It's comfortable?
Surprisingly, very comfortable.
Do you know what Flop Tropica is?
Flop Tropica. No, it sounds like, I mean, it's an era, right?
It's an era?
It's somebody's flopping era.
Yeah, it's a flopping era. I like that one. But what were you going to say? Sorry, I cut you off about your Teletubbies.
No, just surprisingly very, not tight on the neck, very thin fabric. So
Slay all day.
they did pretty good.
You
I
look
can't
great.
wait for Malibu to see me wearing this.
Yeah, she's gonna love it. I know we've been wearing all the Teletubby stuff because they sent it to us. So yeah, that's good. She's gonna love it. Aw, little Malibu baby. Flop Tropica. Welcome to Flop Tropica. That should be the name of our podcast.
I do love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see another TikTok. It was like your America's Got Talent audition, and it was like the judges of Flop Tropica like critiquing her. Or something.
Iconic. They kind of are. Howie is Mayor Flop Tropica for sure. That's such a slay. We watch America's Got Talent now, and every time we watch it, I always remind Moses, like, I was on that. Did you ever see my audition? It was pretty good. Actually, I can't even watch it because it is actually so cringy. Like, I actually just can't watch it. I don't think I ever watched it.
I watched it once, but yeah, it's one of those things
It's
where
so
it is.
hard.
Don't they like buzz like they
All of
actually
it,
like
like,
immediately? Yeah.
And they don't do that anymore. They don't do 4 buzzers for anyone. Everyone's like so nice now, and Simon's so nice. Everyone's so nice. I'm like, God, they really were. They were all bitches, but except for Howard Stern, of course, he was nice. But everyone else was annoying. I just don't like any of them. That's why.
What did you say you were again? You were like a data analyst or something, or like what
I
was your
say that?
title? It was something computer related, like
Yeah, it probably was.
You had your computer programmer
Computer
era.
programmer, yeah.
yes.
I always changed my occupations. On Ellen, I was a waitress. On America's Got Talent, I was computer programmer. Well, that was a wild one. I wonder why I said that. I don't know. It was so cringy. Everything about that was cringy, but shout out. That was good.
Well, I mean, you did invent the selfie stick, so
Oh yeah, that was to tell the truth with Betty White. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know what occupation on that was either. They asked you. I don't know. I just made up stuff. It's like whatever.
What would you say it is now? Would you still make it up if you went on on a show? Would you say podcast?
Trisha Paytas. Yeah, because they don't want you to say influencer, but maybe now they would let you. Yeah, because on all the shows they would never let me say it. They're like, you can't. You have to have an occupation. And I was like, okay, so you just make up stuff. So if I went on now, I would be like, I am
host, personality.
I don't think I could say that if I was on a show. I would just make up something. I don't know. I'm I don't know. I guess people are activists. I could be a gay rights activist or something. What is it called? Those nonprofits. I'm a nonprofit.
you're a proud Birkin owner.
No, not if I'm on a game show. If I'm on something where I'm supposed to be humble and I'm supposed to be a citizen, I need to be you know what I mean? Yeah, right? Or what are those called? Civilians. Civilians.
Normies, as you call them.
Wait, normies. I do call them the normies. But I feel okay, well, anyways. I want to talk about the Traitors casting, but I don't know if that's as exciting. I will say this, though. Sam Asghari is not allowed to talk about Britney Spears on the Traitors. And by the way, I'm not on the Traitors. This is I hope they call me right now and be could you come in and fly in? You know how they do mid-season?
Yes, and I did see a rumor with the Traitors cast that someone who's been covering the show has been said that they're pretty sure there's going to be mid-season additions because they said the cast seems a little too small right now or something.
It does seem small and very boring. So just help me. I'm ready to go in. My C-section scar is completely healed. I can do everything. I can put my feet up. I can jump off cliffs. I can do everything. I would love to go in. I could definitely jump off a cliff. No problem. I would love to go in mid-season. And I think it could happen because right now I'm wow, they didn't cast me, but... They didn't cast me, but I could. You know what I mean? Okay, here's the thing. It's boring. The cast is boring. No one knows who anybody is. Sam Asghari is the one I knew, right? But you know him as Britney's ex. He's even labeled as Britney's ex. But now he's not allowed to talk about her. I don't know if you saw that, but he can't mention Britney Spears on the show. So I'm they're literally just having civilians on this episode if he can't talk about Britney Spears because what else is he going to talk about? Doesn't make any sense. Everyone else is reality show star except for Zac Efron's brother, which why is he on? Also, not complaining. Kind of live for that. I'm only rooting for Zac Efron's brother. What's his name? Dylan?
Dylan, yeah.
Dylan Efron. Was he on anything?
He was just on that Zach reality show, Down to Earth with Zac Efron.
Oh, I thought so. The one where he's exploring the world.
Yeah, the traveling one.
Okay, so he was on a reality show.
Technically, yeah.
I mean, technically though, okay, right. But I was on Somebody Big Brother. I was on Who's Be We're All In.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and America's Got Talent and everything else.
So I think I could be on Big Brother. They have a lot of contestants. I was on Big Brother.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I don't understand Tom Sandoval. I'm just because you're on Pomp,
yeah.
I mean, he's probably the biggest name, which is the saddest thing about this cast. Is the only one that's the big name right now. I think that's so lame. Everyone else I don't know. Oh, shout out Gabby Wendy though. I thought she was a podcaster. I was oh, okay, podcaster. And someone's oh, you said she was from The Bachelor. I didn't even know.
Bachelorette.
Was she the Bachelorette?
Yeah, Bachelorette season 19.
Okay, work. I thought she was just a podcast host, and I was that's everything that she's podcast host. But even
Yeah, the cast I was kind of, especially at season 2, was the cast was so stacked because you had so many reality legends, Infamous, so good at the game. This one I would say there's a handful of people I'm excited about. Obviously Bob the Drag Queen. Your tweets, by the way, it was Sam is going, I'm not watching. And then 5 minutes later, okay, I'm watching again. Bob the Drag Queen.
Because I didn't want to say they were all flop topicas because I was okay, Bob the Drag Queen kind of slays.
Love Bob the Drag Queen.
Yeah, and I would love. I can't wait. I want to go on there so bad just to be with him. I would love that. Yeah, but everyone else flops for sure.
Yeah,
Boston Rob. I'm sorry. I remember him when I was 10 years old. Okay, that guy has to be 60. How is he on this show? How is he still relevant? He was on Survivor literally when I was a kid. I remember that.
Yeah, he was on the older season. I do love a reality vet. Brittany Haynes, she was on Big Brother. I forget what season. I think I might have been in high school or something though when she was on it. But she's so she's kind of like a Janelle. She's friends with Janelle from last season.
Work then.
And she's a girl. She's blonde. She's a girly. She's funny. She's sarcastic, and she's a pop culture girly. She's in it.
Okay.
So I'm excited for her. I'm excited for Bob. I think
no one else.
I think that's pretty much it. Carolyn she was on Survivor recently. She was funny on there. She's another girly.
I think all the Survivor people need to go. I'm sorry, no one watches Survivor. It's old.
Well,
it's
Parvati
outdated.
last season, I loved Parvati.
I
she
couldn't
was
get into her.
Survivor.
I know you live her. I can't stand her. I could not stand her on the show. I was how do you like her? Because you're you would love her.
She's
and I was
iconic.
No.
She's a queer icon.
No. Okay. Well,
now you have to like her.
No. Still don't like her. She's a competition. Sometimes I'm in competition with other queer icons like JoJo and stuff because I want to be the one. And I feel I'm not the one. I never got invited to Pride. We didn't have a float. We could have had a float. Do you know what I mean?
I was surprised we did not have a float. It was very Just Trish coded to have a float. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Maybe next year, now that you put it out there. And again, the pregnancy, I feel a lot of people kind of just
I know. I could have performed formed. I was already gave birth. You know what I mean? Like,
But now you proved it because you're doing like the splits and everything.
I can do the splits for sure. I don't like any of the Survivor people. They should all go. Is there any Housewives on this season?
Yeah. Dorinda from New York.
No.
She's fun. I do like Dorinda.
Okay. We love.
But I haven't seen like the Real Housewives of Dubai. There's someone from there.
What? No.
Yeah, it's mixed. Bob Harper from The Biggest Loser.
Oh
I was like, oh my God.
The one that just yells at all the fatties.
I
I'm
would be triggered there. Oh my God. He'd call me chunky for sure.
Yeah, I want to see what you look like now. Let's go without your shirt. He was so triggering on that show. Oh my God. He wasn't as bad as the woman trainer, not to be like that lady. Oh, yeah, Jillian Michaels. Couldn't stand her. She was so mean. She was so mean for no reason. But Bob was also very mean, and I don't like him either, so.
Yeah, it's a interesting.
Are they all fit? What happened to the fatties? Because there were some chunkos last season, and I loved that because I remember when MJ, not to say she's chunko, but like in a cute way because I'm a chunko too. It's like I was inspired by her when she like what is it zipline?
Oh yeah, at the end.
Yeah, I was like, oh, like they're able to do that. Like I want to do it. The mom too. Who was the mom that was a traitor? She was like came in mid-season. I don't know her name from the boat show, the yacht show.
Oh shit, I forgot her name too.
But she like went off that cliff, and I was like, oh, this
even
is
like
actually...
Sandra. She was on Survivor, but she's like a mom now. She's older.
Yeah. Okay, so all those, I was like, oh, this is so inspiring. But there's no one like them, right? Like middle aged, like not super fit.
I guess Dorinda from Real Housewives. She's older. She's definitely like middle aged.
Skinny.
But yeah, she's not like she's like very petite. She's definitely petite.
I don't like that they don't have like normal people. Like
Nikki Garcia, she's a freaking wrestler. She's ripped.
Yeah, so they're all just like fit, hot people.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, okay, I'm over it.
Yeah, and I just don't like Tom Sandoval or Sam Asghari, so...
No, both of them ultimate traitors. They should be out right away. I would eliminate them right away.
Yeah, me too. The second they got there, I'd be like, you're out. I don't care.
You're an actual traitor. And I don't care if you can't mention Brittany.
I would tell everyone. I was like, I heard he's a freaking traitor, you guys. Like, we need to get him out
I would tell everyone this is a piece of trash, man. Like, get him out. Like, everybody. Production, Alan Cumming, like, everybody. I'd be like, do you know what he did to Brittany? Like, are you kidding me? Like, played her? Okay, you suck. Okay, you left her in the time of need. What happened to her? I couldn't. I'm disappointed they didn't cast me. I really am. They sent me a freaking passport and a bag and a Polaroid.
But the actual process was happening while you were giving birth, like being pregnant.
But babe, they're probably filming it now. I can go over there right now if they call me. We can get a private jet. Boom, we're over there all together.
There's a process that happens before bringing you over.
I'm telling them now. They don't need to screen me. I've been on reality shows. They do like psych tests. I've done those already. They don't need to do that. We'll get a private jet. We'll spend all the money they would pay me for the show to go over there. Bring the whole family over. I won't be away from anybody. Then we can go explore the castles of Scotland. Although Ireland, I'm telling you, Ireland is beating my Scotland.
Really?
Yeah, I think Irish people are taking over the world.
Okay, Niall, Nicola, Io, Barry Keoghan, T.
He's T. Wig. Did you watch Please, Please?
Of course, I saw the Please.
Oh
Please,
my
Please,
God,
Please,
I've watched it 50,000 times. I actually Sabrina Carpenter my number one at the moment as far as I am so obsessed with her body, her look, her attitude. I did see a TikTok of someone saying she wasn't very nice. Like there was a person that waited on her.
Really? I don't know.
She waited on no. This girl like does a series and she always talks about celebrities that were nice and celebrities that weren't. It's just Sabrina was just like, "Where's my booze?" Like she didn't even like say hi to them. She's like, "Where's my booze?" She's like, she got tables for them. I think she takes care of celebrities or something.
Oh.
And she was like, whatever. Which I know all the comments were just like, I don't want that to be true. And I don't know, but I don't know, whatever.
But it sounds more like Corky. Like, where's my booze?
Yeah.
Right?
Like what? Like Cordy.
Corky. Like somebody going, like, I'm cool.
Right.
I'm going to get drunk. Where's my booze?
Where's the booze? Maybe that's what she was like.
Yeah, I was going to say, because that
okay.
is very Sabrina. Like, she's like very like sarcastic.
That's true.
Like, I don't know. I've only had good experiences with her, and I.
Oh right, you know her. You've been next to her.
I've seen her twice. Like the two times I've
nice.
like met her, she was like really, really nice. I mean, she was less famous back then, I guess, but the two times I met her, she was really nice. Like the people who I've worked with in radio who have like known her forever, I've only said like really, really nice things about her.
So maybe that girl was lying, you liar.
Or maybe like people have like,
different experiences.
Yeah.
Maybe she was already drunk. Like, where's the booze?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something they expect too much. I'm like, this is not a personal, like she's there to eat and drink. And
yeah, that's true.
It's not,
That's
it's
true.
not about the waiter at that moment. Like sometimes she's just there to eat.
Yeah, I've seen people call people rude for just like not having a conversation with them. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, you know, they want to keep it going. Okay, we're back on Team Sabrina. I love Sabrina Carpenter. That video, okay, because the pop girlies are out this weekend because like Ariana Grande too. The music videos were so
So good,
iconic.
yeah.
They're just good music videos again. I think Octopus said this. I think he was just like, the music videos are back. He has both of them on next week. He probably
Literally,
Sabrina Carpenter
literally,
and
yeah.
Ariana. And Ariana got more views, but I think Sabrina slays more.
I think Sabrina ended up getting more views, like as of now.
Really?
I think there was like a 3 million difference. But
No.
I think because Sabrina's was like the berry element, and like she is kind of like
So
the
good.
it girl right now. But
She's
I
the
loved
it girl.
both. Like Ariana's was so good. She looked so good.
She had Penn
The
Badgley.
Penn Badgley, the Catwoman theme. She ate.
Well, I
but
didn't really get the Catwoman theme though. Why that?
I think it's just like kind of camp. I
just
think,
liked
and
it.
like she's Catwoman's like the villain, right? And she was the whole song is about like the villain arc. Like the boy is mine. She wrote it like to play like the character of like of like the reputation, right? Like I see a man, I'm gonna get him. It's like she wrote from that. She's like, if you think that this is what I am, then I'll write a song from this.
That's what she said about
perspective.
it.
Yeah, that's kind of
But
like.
maybe
the
it's
vibe.
just who she is. She's like, if you want to think this, I'm going to write it. But also, why would you spend that much energy if that's not you? Could you imagine? I'm like, if you want to think like, I don't know, I'm racist, I'm going to write a whole song about it. It's like, I wouldn't do that to make it seem like, okay, you guys are right. Let me write this. Like, that's weird.
I love like kind of like bad girl, like because I think Ariana too is like very very sweet, kind of like Taylor. Like she played like the bad girl for like a song in like Reputation era or whatever.
But it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like, I'm going to take your man.
True, I guess.
She should have had Ethan Slater in the video, just
Yeah.
like Sabrina
Why isn't
did.
Ethan Slater
Yeah,
playing your
he
love
should have
Too
interest?
on the nose. I don't know.
Barry Keoghan was Sabrina's. Like, that's what you should have. If that's your man, this is your man, claim him. Like, claim him in the video. Instead, you have sexy ass Penn Badgley be like, like, oh, why don't you do that with Ethan Slater?
And she copied you. I think she got the idea.
Moses thinks she copied me.
I think she got the
I
idea
like
to
it.
use him and the whole you.
He said
arc
that. He's
from
like, you were
her.
the one that started the Penn
'Cause-
Badgley craze.
No, like the idea of you and all that, like being, the obsession. So
Yes,
now suddenly,
Ariana.
Ariana is now suddenly like all obsessed with him and you and that story. I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I know. Yeah, I think you're right. I was like, that was my obsession. Just when we started this podcast, it was my obsession. So I think she has been listening since day one. So I thought the same thing. Barry Keoghan and Sabrina too. I'm just gonna put it out there. They shot at the same bank where they're robbing the bank as my music video, Red Flags.
Really?
Yeah, check out Red Flags. Same concept. There's a criminal. It's based loosely on Britney Spears' Criminal, but I think Sabrina's is loosely based on ours because we did the same thing with the bank. We go in, we rob, all this stuff like that with the gun. I really think so. And I had the blonde. I was, anyways. Just saying, I think it might have been a little bit inspired by me. So. No, it was so good. And I've also been saying Barry Keoghan's been hot since the beginning, since Saltburn. Like, I mean, everyone's been saying that, but everyone's like, now I get it. And I was like, but we've all been seeing it. He's hot. I don't think he's hot.
I'm with Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
still
you
don't
said
see
this is
it.
the most unattractive. I was like, oh, okay. So
No,
we've been
no.
looking at the rodent men, right? We'll talk about the
Yeah.
rodent men. He's like, of all the rodent men, he's the most unattractive. I was like, no. So I did not coin this term. I think it's a little derogatory, but I think it's also kind of nice. The rodent men is the Timothée Chalamet, Mike Feist, Josh O'Connor, Barry Keoghan. There's one more that I don't really care for that's in the rodent men. I actually wrote it down too. Let me see if I can find it. Why did I write down rodent men? Barry, Josh, Timothy. Oh, Jeremy Allen White is the other rodent.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I don't know who coined this term. I saw it all over my Twitter. And Moses is like, oh, of all the rodent men, he's the worst. But I think Barry Keoghan is the hottest of all of them. I think he's so hot. We're gonna cosplay next week. Clock it. If you want to dress up too, we're gonna cosplay the Sabrina pink fur coat. Barry Keoghan. I got the car coming, the Dodge. I'm like doing it because her little Polaroids of them. Oh my god, they were so
Everything,
sexy.
yeah.
She had the yellow fur coat. I'm looking for that. So, anyways, stay tuned. Fashion Nova actually has a yellow fur coat on their site and says coming soon. I'm like, can you get this now? Because this is it's like the
Expedite.
exact. Yeah, I was like, this is the exact replica of Fashion Nova. But I think Barry Keoghan's hottest of all the rodents. In that, and I love Mike Feist. He was no theater boy. I love him, but Barry is. I mean, his wink, his smile, his dimples.
Yeah, he's a good actor. Like he was really giving in the video for sure, and I
Giving.
could see it. I could see why people would be into it. It just isn't.
Not
it still
your
doesn't click
type.
for me. No.
He was such a good actor. He's like an Academy Award winner, and I'm like, how? What, I love that he's doing this, like beating up the guys in the back and stuff like that. And then you watch. No offense, but you see Penn Badgley, and you're just like, wow, that guy's a way better actor. Like Barry Keoghan, like slay. Not to, I don't know. I don't think it's a competition,
totally
but
agree with you.
right? He's so good,
Yeah,
and he's
the
just
whole like acting as the mayor. I'm like, you don't fit the character. Why is this happening right now? Like,
Moses reading. Penn Badgley's acting.
no,
You don't fit the character. You
because that
don't.
music video was odd. It was odd.
It was
the
odd.
choices that were made.
I love Ariana. I didn't I love the Penn Badgley. I love the U. I disagree. I just think he's perfect for it. And he is, oh God, he is like gorge too. What are your thoughts on it?
On the Ariana one,
The fashion.
I loved it.
Oh,
I
just
love the
slayed.
hair. I love the dark hair Ari, like the
Wow.
shorter, kind of like your length almost, right? Yeah, like
This
shorter.
is supposed to be Taylor, but it's giving Anna Wintour. It's giving
little-
Betsy Johnson, you know, but it's fine.
I like Ari with the short hair. I also love that aesthetic because it reminds me of like her older, like Dangerous Woman, where she had like the bunny ear like mask or whatever.
Don't know what that is, but
It was like one of my favorite Ariana albums.
okay.
So it kind of gave me that. I don't know. I love like that, like, but I also love comic book movies, you know? So it was kind of like comic booky, noir, kind of, I don't know. I thought it was such a
Okay.
slay. Yeah. And I'm a sucker for Ariana. Like, I
love.
really do love her.
More
yeah.
than Sabrina. Sabrina is
No, I
better,
love
think.
Sabrina too.
Okay.
Yeah. I think my, like, what was it? Like my Apple Music, like Wrapped or whatever. It was like Taylor, Olivia, and then Sabrina. Sabrina was my third last year.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's
she's
crazy.
up there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Iron was good. I think because I saw the Please 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 the night before and I was so obsessed with that and I just thought they were so hot. They gave so much chemistry. I was just like, also like Ariana, I love that she had, I love Penn Badgley, but you know, he's super married. And not only that, he's super like against, like he didn't even want to do any like love making scenes in You because he's like, I want to respect my wife. So then Ariana casting him, I'm like, that's kind of wild.
I don't know. I think it made sense for like the concept. Like in You, like he's the one that's stalking and then like it reverses it. It makes like, you know, the woman being the one stalking him. I think that's fun. And like her first music video or second one had like Evan Peters. So I like
Is he
the,
married?
I don't think so. No, he has a girlfriend, but he's not
Oh.
married. But I like the cinematic like universe that Ariana is.
Okay, like the
building.
little like killers.
Yeah,
just-
the creepy like killer boys. Yeah,
I just was like, oh, this guy is so like, I don't want to do anything sexual. And then at the end, she's like straddling him, and they're like about to kiss, and I was just like, this is like a little like what happened to like I don't want to like kiss anybody, but it was like super tension.
I think he was more like full like nude sex scene is what he didn't want to do though. Like I
Okay.
don't think like romantic like that was like pretty PG-13.
I
You
don't
know.
know. If my man was Penn Badgley and Ariana's like, I want you in a music video, I'd be like, I don't know about that. Like, let's just, wait.
Especially knowing
That's
what we
I'm
know.
saying. I'm just like, that's a little bit. I don't know. I'd be scared.
If
But,
I was
like,
if I was Ethan Slater, I would be shaking in my boots.
That too. You lose them how you get them. Chloe, all of them. You know what I mean? Like that. I mean, it's sad, but it's true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can only go based on someone how they've acted in the past, right? And so it's just like I don't know. She probably didn't expect her man to go on to Wicked and then leave with Ariana Grande. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
But also
Maybe we don't
see-
know the full story.
Yeah, I guess just because they came out the same day,
Maybe.
it probably just makes it harder. Because I think music videos in general, I mean, look at yours. It's not like all yours are like.
I wanted them all to be. I always cast the people I thought were hot. I was always like on Tinder. I think my freaky one. I think I found him on Tinder. I think I was like, "Do you want to be in a music video?" Like I think that's what it was, and he was like in a Britney video. Yeah, I always was like, that's I
We
guess
have-
in my mind. I'm like,
But ours, like The Shape of Water, all those, the ones.
yeah.
we
Since I
made.
met you, I never had a love interest. You were always. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you were always my love interest. I had you in like 3 videos.
Bella, where the hell have you been, Loca?
They should do that too. Because I do. That is true. Because it is like acting. Yeah, but I don't know. If I'm like with you and then I'm like, oh, I really want, like, who do I love right now? I don't know. Mike Feist to be my love interest. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't think I would, unless it's like an actual acting. We're doing like a movie with like a director. But like if it's my music video where I get to cast, I think it's kind of weird. Right?
I don't know. I disagree. I
Oh,
think because
okay.
like, I think it's hard because like comparing it to Sabrina, like that has her actual like boyfriend in it. But I think music videos in general, like, it's pretty common for like artists to not cast their own like person in there. Like Taylor Swift has never had a music video with one of her boyfriends or
Really?
whatever.
Brittany
yeah.
always did. Brittany had K-Fed. Brittany had Larry in Criminal Video. She had Sam in Slumber Party. She always had her boyfriends.
I guess maybe it's just different for everyone. I don't know. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know
less
either.
Personal, but
I love it. Yeah, Please Please is more catchy.
I love both. I'm like, yeah. I think it's unfortunate that all the girlies are releasing at the same time.
Why? Yeah.
So
why did
I
he
feel
do
like
that?
it puts them in competition with all
Yeah, of
like everyone,
course.
but I don't know.
You can do like both.
Yeah.
Did Billie Eilish come out with one? Someone else said Billie Eilish had a new
Yeah,
one.
she had a music video like the day before.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, and that's no shade. I haven't even
I
seen
honestly
it.
didn't see
Yeah.
it either. And I love Billie's album,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen the music video. But also she's more like low key with her visuals. Like she had a music video for lunch. It was like that. I'm gonna eat that girl for lunch.
Oh.
And you would think maybe it'd be like kind of like as cinematic as the other ones, but
Right.
it was more like early 2000s, like white background, like almost like iMovie, like the
Okay.
filters and stuff. It was like low key. So
Low
I
budget.
I think she's just being like more chill about it, you know? So
We love an economical queen.
Yeah,
She's like,
tea.
she's like, we're gonna just give people something that's not over the top, that doesn't cost $1 million to produce. I like the $1 million ones. I like the story ones, and that's why
Me
I do like
too,
both
I
of them.
do. Yeah.
They had good stories and they had good like acting. You did say in the Ariana one you loved when they break the music and it's just like quiet, and it's like when she's like doing the cat scratch, she breaks it, and then you see him in the soap.
It's like the old Michael Jackson
yeah,
music
he did say
videos.
that. It is kind of cool. It's kind of like a movie. I just think it's still wild if you don't want to be known as something. You're like, actually, I'm going to write a song about
I
it.
think it's fierce. I love it. I love when it's like when everyone is like saying your one thing. It's like, fine, you think I'm a bad girl? I'll show you bad girl.
I prefer the JoJo one over it. I like that one, the karma.
Well, that one came out. That one, no one was saying like, "Oh, JoJo's like," no one was calling
JoJo's
her
bad.
like a kiss, like
Killer clown.
Yeah, no one was calling her that. She just kind of went for it. She wanted to do that.
I like that too. Like, just brand yourself. Like, no one's talking about it, but I'm gonna just. You know what I never had, and I've always thought about this era. I think Moses knows. I was talking about it. I really want a mime era. I want a time where I'm just like a mime.
My AIM silver username.
Are you a mime?
My first one was. This is so random. Super Silver Mime. I don't know where it came from.
Ooh, were you trying to be a mime?
I don't know. I was a mime for Halloween once. Maybe that's why.
We could be in our mime era together.
I would. Oh my! Wait. How did we
we'll
not
do one.
speak though? That would be the hardest part. For
Right? How do
us.
we do a podcast as mimes? That would be hard. I wanted to fully commit to that
I mean,
too.
it's so easy. You guys just sit there, make faces at each other, and
That'd be fun.
Jimmy inserts,
The captions.
captions in between. So he's really
Okay, easy. He's the one
Yeah,
doing the
Jimmy's in
podcast.
control,
I
yeah.
guess you're not a mime. You could talk. It just becomes Moses' podcast. Iconic.
I'll be the one, like I'll have a piano here and I'll be like,
A musical?
Oh, okay, like a little.
yeah, because
Oh.
there's always a music in the background as you guys do stuff.
Really, with the mimes?
Because it gotta set. I guess it'll set the tone. You know what I mean? Like if it's
Yeah.
funny, Moses
Kind
can
of
play
like
like
the
a quirky
silent era
little.
music.
Oh, okay.
Silent era
Yeah, that's what I was
movies.
thinking more. It's like vaudeville, like okay, mixed with mimes. I like it. I think that's a sleigh for sure. Back from a snack break. Not that anyone would know because we have an editor, but just in case you wanted to know, I needed chips. I was feeling lightheaded, so I'm sorry about the segment before. I was thinking about it while I was going to the bathroom. I was like, you know what? We don't know shit about Ethan Slater and his mom, or his baby mama and his kid, and same thing with. We don't know anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The baby could be traveling with him to Coachella for all we know. Maybe he was in the trailer waiting for him. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
We have no idea.
Can't assume. Yeah.
And maybe the wife is a huge fan of Sabrina Carpenter, like I am with Britney Spears. And I'm like, oh, I'm so excited actually for you. We don't know. We don't know the situation. We have no idea. Same thing with Ethan, all of them. They're probably all great. And, everyone just tries their best as a parent, really.
Yeah.
You know what? The kid they're going to be fine. They're going to be great because they know their parents, and that's great. And even if you don't know your parents, you turn out fine too, so it's okay.
Yeah. Wow. Chip really will turn you around. Shout out.
I was like, why was I being so? I was hungry.
There
And
you
I
go.
didn't have a chip. And I'm on my diet. I should have had a banana. I didn't know we had bananas. I was like, oh, there was bananas up there last. I almost got the Butterfinger. That probably would have been really good having a little sugar kick, but
I was listening to the Sabrina Carpenter song. Like I played it on whatever YouTube app or something.
in the break just now?
No, earlier this morning when I was getting ready.
Okay.
And then it went on to, it played all of them. It was like Billie Eilish and Ariana Grande. And then a song came up. I didn't know who it was. And it was the most impressive song from all of them.
Oh, wow. Who is it?
It was Chappell Roan. I had no idea.
I thought he was going to say Trisha Paytas. I don't know why. I was like,
No,
it was Trisha's
that we
song.
know. But it
was
was
the
really
song?
surprising. Something with Babe in the title. But the song, she's really like Fleetwood
Good luck,
Mac
Babe.
Good luck,
meets
Babe.
Tori Amos. Like she's,
Wow.
It was really impressive. Anyway, I had no idea about her music, but I heard that one song.
And that was
very
the one that
impressed.
stuck out to you. Chapel Roan, we want you on the podcast.
so bad.
We had our
I
window, and I
do-
think we missed it.
I know. God, it always happens to us that we
Ice
get
Spice,
the it girls
we were
like
there.
the girls like, but then they just get too big.
They
and
get
it's
too
like,
popular.
Yeah.
Roll the clip of her saying that she wants me in Malibu Barbie to perform with her.
Person I'm bringing mid-show to bring up the energy is Trisha Paytas featuring Malibu Barbie.
I
We're
swear,
down.
if she's on Therapist and not here, that will
I'm
be my
done.
villain
I'm
origin
done.
story.
Yes, that's the villain.
100%.
That's
I
me
get
too.
any like. I can therapists can take like the Glen Powells, like the Tate McRae's, whatever. But
Yeah.
like we were just so close to Chappell. So if she goes to therapist, it's over for us.
It's over. That is it. We're going for Octopus. He's our enemy number one. He's the industry plant. He's the new Bobby Altoff. Where we're like, what? Even we don't get this. That's who we're going for. Aloe, what?
And the Ed Sheeran one, I think I was really like, oh my gosh.
How do you get Ed Sheeran on a like? Who gets Ed Sheeran? Not even
doesn't
Zach
even-
Saying gets Ed Sheeran. Like what
He
the
doesn't
hell?
do anything.
That's wild. That's actually wild. And I think he's a plant. I think he's a plant. There's no other way. There's no other way you're getting those guests.
Maybe they're cousins.
They do look like each other. They have the same vibe. Well, he's cousins with Sophia Gritchie's.
Sophia Richie
Richie
Grange.
Grange,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she was just
So maybe.
she just had her baby
Oh yeah.
shower. I don't know. Like she had
No, she's had her baby.
Yes, but what was it? It was like a baby welcoming? I don't know.
Oh.
It was a post baby. It was
Really?
It's a birthday. Or-
Yeah, like
They should have birthdays. We celebrated
A
Alice's
0-year-old,
birthday. Yeah,
yeah.
you just had a birthday. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Love
So
that.
and then therapist was there at with
my
Nicole,
God.
Richie, and Sophia and all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, he's connected.
Yeah. And did you see he had a clip go viral with Glen Powell? Did you see it?
Oh, about the flesh eating lotion. I was just telling my
Yes.
mom this on the thing about how the guy wanted. I just said this on our walk yesterday. I was like, yeah, this guy wanted to like eat her.
Yes. He told this story on Therapist. Glenn said not his sister, but his sister's friend went on a date with a guy, and that was like super charming. They had a great night. They go back to his apartment, and the guy tries to give the girl a massage, and the girl started getting like weird vibes, saying that something feels off. He started massaging her shoulders, and everything just felt odd, so she like got out of there. And then her skin was like really irritated, so she went to the doctor.
Oh,
and
that's
then,
what it was. Okay.
Yes.
I was like, who looked at her skin? Oh, she was irritated.
It was like really
Got
like
it.
yeah, she had like a crazy rash and like it was like itching. And he said that she went to a doctor that did a test on her skin, and it turns out it's a black market lotion that breaks down skin for human consumption. So it was like he was rubbing lotion on her to eat her, and he said that the doctor got the guy's address and they called the police, and they went to the guy's house, and he had several bodies in the house.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yes. Well, this
What?
there has been like some debunking.
Okay.
And it's kind of just like a myth that is like a really popular myth, and it's like it's been going on for years. So as far as like people really dug to try to see if the story was real. It
Yeah,
turns
it
out
would
it's
be
not real.
a news or
Yes,
something that
If
happened.
someone finds like someone in LA have like girls' bodies in there,
Yeah,
like it would be a story.
Jeffrey Dahmer,
Yes.
Netflix. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, okay.
You're so right.
I love all the celebrities just lying.
I know.
Just making up stories.
I know, and it's like who is the origin? Who like originated the lie? Like, was it the sister, the
Right.
sister's friend? Like, where did it? I don't know.
That
but
is-
it's this big
right.
myth, like wise tale that's been going on for a long time.
I didn't hear that part because the first part was kind of believable. I was like, oh, that's like crazy that this guy would be doing
But then
that
the
to people.
cops were-
Yeah, the cops are called and this and that. And okay, anyway, I was so excited about that story too because I was like telling my mom, was like Moses, like, oh my God, this
it's
is like a crazy thing.
Yeah.
And now it gets spread and someone else will tell that story and it becomes their story.
Yeah.
And that's how lies start. You just start believing them. They just become truth along the way.
And according to Snopes, which is like a debunking like website, the story can be traced back to 2001, and it's been shared in various forms, mainly via email. Sometimes the story talks about a woman having sex with a necrophiliac and giving her an infection. And eventually, over the years, it evolved into a sexual or near sexual encounter with a cannibal. So it's like this thing that's been.
That sounds horrible. Army Hammer probably started it. Maybe that's where he got his personality. He's just like, actually, I heard this story one time. Sounds quirky.
I'm like, especially Glenn is like just like such a nice, normal guy, and you got to bring something to therapists, I guess. You got to give him
Of
some,
all places.
some kind of story, you know?
Because what Ed Sheeran gave some tea on Therapist too,
Yeah,
right?
he was just talking. He was just like spitting. He was
Yeah.
like, Olivia Rodrigo, like great album. He was saying like everything he likes, dislikes. He said like
Yeah.
all artists like want to compete and be number one. Like no one's gonna put out an album for it to like flop. Like you know,
Right,
He was just
right.
like spitting
I kinda
for no
live
reason.
for
I was
that.
like, yeah,
I mean, that's crazy. Why wasn't Octopus on the Aloe trip with Brooke?
T.
Because he's like Mr. Aloe. He's always there.
Yeah, I don't know.
He did repost something about him being on Ozempic, though.
What did he say?
Octopus. You just reposted it on TikTok.
Oh, but what was the TikTok?
The TikTok was like, it was literally just a picture of him, and it was like, octopus on Ozempic looks so good, and he reposted it.
Okay, it worked.
So I was like, confirmed Ozempic. We were just talking about that in the break, and I was like, good for everyone. Honestly, good for everyone on Ozempic. Like, it was my dream to just get a miracle drug that just made me skinny, and now that it's here, I'm like resisting it, and I don't know why. I'm just trying to be skinny on my own.
No,
I'm
it's
just trying to
good.
be healthy on my own. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to be energetic, because honestly, I don't mind me being thick. I really have come to terms with being thick. I would like to just be 163 pounds to get into the Givenchy boots. That's all I want to wear. And then I don't, because 163 is not skinny. That's still considered fat to a lot of people. But I would love to wear those boots. That's it. I envision myself with that. I told you my dream of the Cybertruck, the boots, all of it. We'll
I
get
do
paparazzi.
see the vision.
Yeah.
I do see the vision.
We'll go to Topanga to get our little Wolverine popcorn buckets and someone paparazzi. They will paparazzi. If I had a pink cyber Tesla truck, like they would for sure. My Rolls Royce always got paparazzied. My G-Wagon got paparazzied.
You know, so funny. I always see so many like hate tweets about like Cybertrucks and stuff. Like everyone like hates them and like wants to like vandalize Cybertrucks or whatever.
God,
but I don't know.
They're cute.
They are. Maybe
People are haters.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just easily influenced because I did hate them until you said
Now we
that they're
like this-
cute, and then I was like, oh my god, you're right.
I
do
did too. Until I
yeah.
saw Kim Kardashian next to it, I was like, wow, she's tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was it. Like seeing
Yeah.
like a cute girl come out of it, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I see the
It's
whole
working.
vision.
Whatever they
Yeah.
paid her to promote it, I was like, it's working. I need a Cybertruck.
Didn't he give like Elon gave Katy Perry one too? I
He
think.
did?
I think so.
Oh my God. Elon, give me one.
Yeah,
Then I don't have
one.
to even lose 80 pounds. If he just gives me one,
That's true.
I have to stay fat forever then. It's fine. Oh,
You're not using fat anymore, remember?
that's right. Oh, yeah. You chunky. You started it. You triggered the fatness
I was
conversation.
repeating what someone labeled me.
Okay, can I
so.
tell you the truth? When you texted me that, I did tell Moses. I feel like if you're married to someone, you should just assume they're going to tell their spouse. But that's what I'm telling you. Our lives are so mundane in the best way, in a good way. Our lives are very just simple and whatever. And I was like, oh my God, someone called Oscar chunky at the gym.
Oh, we were ready to jump into the car and show up at the gym. We were like, what?
That's when. But Moses gave me the insight that I told you. He's like, but maybe he meant it as a compliment. I was like, oh, maybe. So that's why I texted you
Yeah.
that. You know
I
what
just
I mean?
mean I don't know the lingo. Like I don't
Yeah.
know if that's one of the terms, you know,
Yeah, maybe
because there's so
chunky
many
was
like
cute.
there's husky and this and that. Like I don't know which one is
Husky's
which.
the worst. Husky's the worst.
true.
I do not want to be husky. But I did tell him that. But what was the point of me saying that I told you? Because there was something else to it. Oh, and then he did say, he's like, wait, but I thought we weren't talking about our body. And I was like, well, somebody else in the gym that called them chunkies, so it's fine. But that was our entertainment for the day. That was our news for the day. I was like, oh, okay.
That's why I was kind of living for it because, like, you know, like you said, our lives pretty like mundane, pretty like normal. We talk
Yeah.
about other people, and this one I was like, finally have a tale. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not that serious. It's not that like, you know, it's not like a
No,
Tana
it's
Brooks
serious,
story.
right.
But
It was serious, and I was like, this is our news. This is
Yeah.
okay. Let me tell Moses. Let me tell you know.
I
It's
had
like,
finally
Yeah.
had like did something for the plot,
Yeah,
which I
that
was like
was-
excited about. 2019, me. If we had this podcast 2019, I guess we'd both be like a little wild because
oh my
that was
God.
my like
We'd be
wild era.
canceled. You'd be canceled with me over and over again. I know. Yeah, it would be. But you know what? That would have been such a good era for us because honestly, it could show growth. You know what I mean? You could have
Yes.
been there with me, but
Yeah.
Anyways, it's good.
I don't know if I wasn't really problematic. I was just like
I think so.
me.
Yeah, I think that's because you're confrontational. Like I was confrontational.
Oh.
I think that's problematic. I think if
Yeah.
you're confrontational, it's problematic.
I wasn't really the confrontational 2019. I was just more like, I just like was more doing stuff for the plot. Oh my God. I did do, there's something I regret. I was just like sluttier in 2019, I guess.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there
We
isn't. And
love
especially
it.
for me, like I was just getting like 70% of my life. Then all of a sudden I was like, you know,
Oh.
skinnier and then
Oh,
I
yeah.
had options all of a sudden.
Love that.
But the one thing I always regret is I was saying yes to so many dates in 2019, and there was one I was just tired and didn't want to go out. So you would think like a normal person would be like, hey, sorry, I'm tired. Like, I don't feel like going out. Instead, I gone girled myself. Like, I came up with this whole
Ooh,
story.
I love.
was like-
Oh my God.
I don't know why I did. And I literally regret this to this day because it's just so like mean. Like, I don't know. I was like, okay, like I need to come up with a story. So I came up with a story that I had blood drawn that day.
Okay.
And that like I got faint and I fainted, but I was like, okay, he's not gonna
Oh.
believe this. I have to show it. So I was in the office. I went to like the little pen section. I got a red pen. I like snapped it in half so the ink was dripping. I like poured it all over my arm, and then I went to the first aid like kit, whatever, and I got like gauze and bandage and wrapped my arm and like sent a photo of it.
Oh my God.
Which was like, why did I
You're
have to
a
do all
sicko.
that?
What the hell?
I literally regret this mistake. And the guy didn't even believe it. He was like, okay, bye. Like
ready.
he just like, yeah. I'm like, why did I do that? Like I regret it to
kinda
this
wild.
day. It is.
That's actually,
It's so
I
out of
don't know if I've ever
pocket.
like faked an injury.
It's like, why? Like, I could have just said, like, hey, I'm not feeling up to it right now, you know?
Yeah, literally. Or just not that you could ghost people. That's what I'm saying. Just ghost somebody. You don't need to like.
The ghosting would have been more polite than
I think
like.
so. That's what I'm saying. Ghosting is better. That's crazy on both ends. Like he's probably like, this guy is
No.
not well.
I like still think about it. I was like, why did I do that? Every time I see like a Gone Girl meme, I'm like, why did I Gone Girl myself?
First, I've never seen Gone Girl. I thought it was someone who faked their own kidnapping.
Yeah, she did.
Oh.
But
You're faking your injury.
Yeah.
I've definitely faked it. I definitely have been told people I've been kidnapped before, for sure. I mean, I have been kidnapped, but that's like when I was an adult. But when I was a kid, I used to say I was kidnapped.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I actually have been abducted as an adult. But that was more just out of like a strip club. I guess that's still abduction if it's out of a strip club too. But that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's
I was a little
you should do
just-
that trend on TikTok where it's like, I remember when I lost
When
my
I
mind. That'd be a good one.
Oh my god!
Do you have
I
the picture still?
I was gonna say maybe in my iCloud somewhere I have like the
Gotta find
text
it.
screenshot. 'Cause that was wild.
Actually, kind of crazy. But
Yeah.
love that for you.
I know. That's the vibe I was
2019.
bringing. 2019.
We would match each other's
Yes.
freak back then, as they say. We matched each other's freak in Joey Graceffa's vlog from 2015.
Oh my god! I can't believe you
That
found
was such
that.
a good picture. Oh, I saw the thumbnail was me and Colleen and Joey, and I was like, oh, what the hell is this? And then I clicked on it, and then I was like, I think you spotted Oscar first. You're like, I think that's him on the couch. I was like, really? And
That
then I
is
was like,
so funny.
yeah, it's the gift opening where I open the gifts, and Joey just recording everything. He has history there. Can I tell you? We should talk about Joey. It's Pride Month. You know, we can talk about him too. He can be a hot topic. I had a hot topic note about him, and this is not even me being funny at all, but it's funny now, like thinking about it, that I thought, because so back to music videos and Andrew Valentine, it all ties in together. The reason I found Andrew Valentine, my music video director, is because Joey used him first. He used him for Colorful, and he used him for another music video. And the one I really loved was him and Luke Connard, and there was a girl dancing in the middle of them, and it was called Story of My Life, and I thought, this is such a good song. Like, I can't believe he wrote this song.
I think I know where this is going. Oh,
And so
no.
I loved the video. I thought it was so good. Now I'm in my 1D era, and I was like going through the old songs that I like didn't remember, because again, One Direction started in 2010. When again, we know 2010, I was also like just not around. 2009 to like 2015, I'm clocked out, and I'm listening to this song, and I was like, did they cover a Joey Graceffa song? Like, this is so wild. This ever made me think that it was his song this whole time. Not to say he did directly to me, but he never gave credit. He didn't say like One Direction cover or anything like that. And I was like, I thought it was Joey Graceffa's song the whole time. And I was just thinking, I respected Joey so much because of that. I was like, wow, he's such a good songwriter. That's so good. It's One Direction song. I was like, put that in your title, Joey. Put One Direction cover. Otherwise, everyone's just gonna think it's Joey Graceffa and Luke Connard who did this song. Story of my life, I'll take her home. I thought it was Joey, and I was like, wow, this is so deep. Meanwhile, Harry Styles is the one getting deep with it. You know what I mean?
Oh
Not to
my
say they
God.
wrote it, but anyways, I always thought that was a Joey Graceffa song, and it's not. And I feel so betrayed in so many ways. I think I would have not looked at him so much I had stars in my eyes every time I looked at him, and now I'm like, oh, that wasn't even
Like the artist behind Story of My Life.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? I mean, are you even gay, or was that just for the plot too? The coming out video, I don't know, but I felt
Bamboozled. Oh my god.
for sure. It's such a good song, Story of My Life. That's such a
It
good
is.
song.
It's a beautiful song, and it holds up. I think Ed Sheeran wrote it, actually.
Did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, shit. Okay, One Direction bamboozled me. I thought it was Niall. Because Niall, we were watching The Voice.
think-
All he talks about is being a storyteller and that he writes all these songs. So I thought Niall wrote the song. I was like, because Niall performed it recently. And I was like, oh, maybe he wrote it.
I'm trying to. I think because I
Ed
know.
Sheeran would make sense.
I'm pretty sure Ed wrote that one, but like Harry and Niall, and I think Zayn also wrote
Niall
some
does
of it.
write some. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he always talks about writing songs on The Voice.
Well, he's the Irish one. They're the
Oh,
storytellers.
he's also Irish. Oh, we mentioned him in the takeover. Love Niall. I want him on the podcast. Get him on, Oscar.
Tell CAA. They're apparently if they're getting Austin Butler.
CAA,
like-
get us Niall. I think he's on tour. He's not on The Voice. He's not coming back to The Voice. He's
I
not
know. Yeah,
recording.
he's touring. Oh.
Ooh, he is Siki. Get us a spot. Get
well, I
us.
think he's in the UK. I guess
I'm
if he's
going.
in Scotland, yeah.
Is he in Scotland?
Maybe. I don't
Oh
know.
my god, we got to get to Scotland to get to the Traitors.
And Niall and
Asa and
everyone.
Naya.
Yeah.
But they're Irish. But maybe they'll be in Scotland.
Yeah, I
Scotland.
think all because they're Irish. They don't go to Scotland.
We'll go either place. Ireland, Scotland.
Simon Cowell said he is starting the hunt for like his next One Direction though. And
That'll never happen.
I know. I don't think
Simon's
so
too
either.
soft nowadays. Like oh my God. We've been watching All the Americans Got Talent. He literally picked a dog as the winner and the dog won. The dog won. And all the dog did was skip around. I mean, it was impressive, but I'm like, you're going to be the most talented thing in the whole world is this dog.
I mean, you're going to Vegas. There's Cirque du Soleil and there's a dog.
A dog. And Simon was like praising this dog. I'm like, what happened to you? He doesn't critique anyone that's bad anymore. He's just like, he does golden buzzers for everybody. Like, what did we watch last night? It was like them with like drones in the sky and he gave him a golden buzzer. And I was like, yeah, it was literally like 100 drones. And Moses, I guess, thought it was cool, but it wasn't that cool. It was like lights
I mean,
in the
it's
sky.
cool, but it's not a talent. It's just a lot of drone in the sky. You can do any image you want.
How are you
with
going to
it.
do that in
you
Vegas?
Can't get a golden
and
buzzer
Simon's
for
like,
that.
golden buzzer. I'm not allowed to do this because it's my second one, but I'm going to do it. I was like, okay.
What?
Yeah, Simon's wild. He's like not good anymore. I don't think he could find talent like that again.
And you know what's funny is like on X Factor, Nicole Scherzinger was the one that like really put them together.
Oh, so
Yeah.
why does Simon get the credit? Because it's his show?
Because it's his show. Then he was in charge of the boy of the groups that season. So like they were like his act, I guess.
But Nicole said they should all be together.
Yeah, like Nicole was the one that helped like put them all like together. And like Katy Perry is the one that like sent Niall through, I think. So
Oh.
yeah.
On what show? On the
X Factor.
Oh, she was on that show too?
She was like a guest judge, like during the auditions,
And she- oh, so
and
she's
she wanted
responsible.
Niles to go through. Yeah, so really, like Katy Perry and Nicole Scherzinger, like
Yeah,
these are the
okay.
ones-
Stealing. Okay, Simon taking the girls' credits. That's some bullshit.
he like obviously like managed them or whatever, like after the show and like pushed them or whatever. But
He didn't really like put them together.
yeah, it wasn't just him. Like there was a lot of pieces to the puzzle. You know,
I think Niall's the true star of the show. Now that I watch The Voice, I'm like, oh God, I love him. I would pick Team Niall all the way. He's not on The Voice. I'm not watching The Voice. Adam Levine's back, but Niall's out.
I
No,
know.
thank you. No, thank you.
Niall is very very sweet and charming. I like his solo music too.
Never heard his songs, but I like him. I like his voice. I like the way he talks. He's cool. Everything else is, I don't know. They have weird judges on this season. Anyways, we love the old one. I like it's great. Team
That
Niall.
last season,
Team
yeah.
Niall all the way.
I know, and I guess Simon was also saying on another podcast today, like his big regret about One Direction is he doesn't own the name. He's like technically, like each of the members owns an equal percentage of the name. So he's like, I can never do like a cartoon or something because of.
But you shouldn't, because you're not One Direction.
I know, it'd be like sick if
It's
he
giving
just
Lou
took it.
Pearlman vibes because Lou Pearlman was like the 6th member of the Backstreet Boys, so he was able to own a percentage.
Oh.
Same thing with NSYNC. He was like the 6th member of NSYNC, so that's how he got all the money. So Simon's trying to pull a Lou Pearlman or something and being like, I also should get
For
some
sure,
piece of this.
I'm sure he feels like he owns it, but
No,
who knows? I
no.
mean, he made ungodly amounts of money from that and the show.
And
Yeah.
the talent shows he
I mean,
owned, like,
yeah.
chill out.
You're doing
God.
fine.
When people have so much money and they're just trying to get more money, it's just like, how much money do you need? You're
Yeah.
gonna die in like 30 years, so it's like, do you need that much money? What are you gonna do with it? Like, and it's probably those same people who just say, I'm not gonna give my kids any money. They gotta work for it. It's like, okay, so then what are you doing? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, and it felt like a little gross. It's like,
yeah.
because he's like, yeah, and
Not at the
if
end.
one, because they all own equal percentage, like if one of them doesn't want to tour, then the tour can't happen.
But that's good too. It's like
yeah.
a checks and balance. They're all a group. You know what I mean? Like
they're all equal parts of the band,
they
so.
are, because even though Harry Styles is the star and he's the breakout star, it's like, is he any, like, I don't know, who's the less significant one?
Liam, Louis,
Liam. What's
yeah.
Liam doing? You know what I mean? But it's like, but they're equal in One Direction. You know what I mean? Like, Liam probably could use the money, but like, they're equal in One Direction. If Harry doesn't want to do it, then
Yeah.
unless one day he becomes like a Justin Timberlake and he's Flop Tropica and he has to go back to One Direction, then it's bad.
Yeah, because Liam and Louis, more so I think Liam actually, like, is really, he pushes the narrative, like, reunion or whatever, but Simon said he doesn't think it's actually, like, it would ever happen. I guess probably because of...
Harry.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm too big.
Yeah.
But it's good. Yeah. And I can't see Harry being disrespectful like Justin was to Britney. I feel like he's a respectful king, so he won't get canceled for anything, hopefully.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's, like... when he was younger, he was a little bit more playboy, but I think as an adult, he's, like, chilled out and, like, is very polite to everyone.
We should do a Harry Styles episode where we dress as Harry Styles.
Oh, I would love that,
When is
actually.
that?
When is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. We still have to do our Hunger
Well,
Games.
now that we'll have 2 hot topics a week, you get
Oh, yeah,
so
that's
many,
true.
right, that's
we
you
right.
get so
more.
many opportunities.
I
Yes.
love it. Someone said, because I love dressing drag, first of all, I would do like a boy Harry Styles for sure. Oh, he has some pink outfits. Anyways, besides the point. Someone said, everyone's asking who should play young Haymitch in the new Hunger Games, and someone said me and
Trisha
drag.
Paytas and drag, yeah. And it has like 1 million views on
Oh,
it.
it
It's crazy. It
does?
went viral. Yeah. My
I
boyfriend
didn't
even
get-
sent it to me. I was like,
Oh,
wow, that's how you
actually
know.
kind of perfect.
Yeah.
All I look more closer to his age now, but I still do it for sure. I love that they're doing a Haymitch movie or book. I guess it's not a movie yet, but
Book to movie.
oh, it is.
Yeah, they got both at the same time, basically. So
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna like it even more. I think than the Coriolanus. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
I almost wanted to name. If we had a son, I almost put that as like a name for a son, Coriolanus. What a good name! It's so good. You don't like it? I like it.
the anus part throws me off.
Is it
like,
anus? Is it Coriolanus?
I think you're right, but it sounds. I like when his sister, like Hunter Schafer, was like choreo, like when she would call him choreo. That's
Sounds like
cute
choreography, but
That's the T.
yeah, but I like that. That's cute. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for it. Oh man.
I know, me too. And it's like, it pays off being a Hunger Games stan because like it's living. You know, it's not like Twilight.
Yeah.
Twilight, you can't. There's nothing left to really get excited about.
Yeah,
But
this
Hunger Games
keeps going, and that was a perfect one because everyone loves Haymitch. He's like the best.
Yeah, I feel like it's like the most like requested one that people have wanted to see
because we want to see him in his prime on Hunger Games.
And his story sounded good. There was a very like popular YouTube video where like they almost like made that story. It was like very Joey Graceffa vibes. Like they did like a whole production. Like it was like them in the arena, the black shirts. Like someone played like a young Haymitch.
Well, how do you know they wore black shirts in Haymitch's era?
I think they were just going based off of like that's the vibe that we got at the time.
They
you
just
know?
made it up out of nothing.
Well, they like in Catching Fire, the book, they talk a little bit about like what Haymitch's Hunger Games were. So someone took that and like made it into a YouTube
That's
like
dedication.
Yes,
That is very Joey
it is
campaigning
very,
for
yeah.
Finesse.
So people have been wanting it for a long time. So I'm excited for it.
I think you could be in it.
Who could I play?
You would be like an intellectual Hunger Games person. There was one guy with glasses in one of was it the second one or something? And he was smart, right?
Oh, yeah,
I think
Dee
you
Dee.
could be, you could be like that kind of person, but in the Haymitch era, you know what I mean? Like young. With your computer. I think as I see you with your computer and glasses, I'm like, and you are intellectual. You'd be like an editor. You edit the game or something.
Oh yeah, they did like in the
Capitol.
Yeah, even when they cut to like the little control room or whatever,
Yeah.
and like flipping through
Ooh. That could be
kinda
in Five Nights
fierce.
at Freddy too. That could be a cameo for you.
Oh, yeah, T,
You could
the
be an
security
editor. Yeah, and then I'll be in the Burger King employee. I think that'd be fun. We got to get cameos in that movie. I'm so in for that.
And you could be like young Effie Trinket.
Oh my god, I would die. Is she in that? Would she be in that?
She's around Haymitch's age, so I think she could be in it.
Did they know
technically.
each other?
I don't think so, but I mean, I think she could make it up. Suzanne Collins could make it up
I
if she
would
wanted
love.
to.
But again, I'm not going to be young by that point. I'm going to be like actual her age in the Hunger Games. But that would be so good. I do love her character. I wish I could have been her character in those movies. Those
yeah, it
movies
is
are so
very
good.
Just Trish coded.
Yeah. There's so many shows where I'm like, oh, you haven't watched. Oh, the Bridgerton comes out this week. The second.
Oh yeah, there's so much this week.
We've been rewatching the first season now, which is like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand why I got so hyped the first season because like it's good. Everyone's good, but kind of the two leads kind of don't have chemistry.
I think I think out of the three of them, I mean, I haven't seen the third one yet, but from what I know, I feel like the third it's like the least like hot. I feel like this season 2 especially.
The first season's less hot. Okay, yeah.
Season 2 especially, they have really really good chemistry, and like Nicola is like so close with her co-star like in real life, so I feel like they would probably have good chemistry. Yeah,
they're so good. Oh my god, the third season is the best. I don't know if it's because she's like I see myself in her, and I'm like I want to be that character so bad. But the third season is just so good. I can't wait for it. The first season's good. It's definitely good, but it's like I don't know. It's good. It's good. I remember it being so hyped, so I thought it was gonna be like, oh wait, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like less sexual, so I don't like it as much. Is what's his name? The guy from Wicked, is he in the first season?
He is. He's like one of the brothers, so he isn't it a little. Yeah,
I don't recognize him at all because I kept looking. I'm like, where is he?
He's in there somewhere. He like has a small part. He's in like the family.
He must look so different because I'm like, oh my, it doesn't even, like
I can't remember. Like I know he was in it, but I can't really like remember.
I was like looking into it, and I was like, and it says his like name, but I was like, okay, I don't know. Anyways,
it was what 2020. I mean, I can't imagine him looking that different. I guess because it was only a couple years.
I know. The second one is his, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, I have to watch the second season. Well, we'll finish the first. The first isn't bad. It's good. It's good. The guy is good. The guy is good. I just feel like their chemistry is like not great, but maybe because there's not a lot of.
I did read an article about Roger Jean Page.
I love the name.
About how I think he's trying to like recover from like leaving Bridgerton and then like being in Flop Tropica with all his movies.
Welcome to Flop Tropica, though. Honestly, I love being in it. I love being the queen of Flop Tropica. I love being a member, a citizen. I love all of it. There's nothing wrong with it. I think when people flop, it's iconic.
I think with him, like he hedged his bets on being a movie star, and then like he was in two. He was in one like. He was in Dungeons and Dragons, I want to say, which was with Chris Pine. It was supposed to be like a big budget kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I guess in the article it said that he didn't like the movie. He kind of had like a bad attitude about it.
Oh.
And then he was in another like Netflix one with like Chris Evans, like an action kind of movie, but he didn't have like a big like role in it. So he like hedged his bets on being a movie star and didn't work out, but also kind of like a bad attitude. So
Yeah, the bad attitude is always awful too. I think like yeah, we read something in an article that he left because he didn't want to be typecasted.
Oh.
But I was kind of like, I feel like it's going against the typecast by putting you in, by being in Bridgerton. You know what I mean? So I was kind of like, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't think you'd be typecasted as like is he British in real life?
Maybe Roger sounds French. Maybe French?
Yeah, I was like, I feel like that's not really like, I don't know. He said he didn't want to be typecasted, but I feel like that's not really a typecast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all the characters, they're all not typecasted, and which is what's great about the show, right? It's like it's against the typecast.
But it's also just like being a part of like a franchise in general is like good.
Yeah, like don't leave that show. That is crazy to me because even who's the guy in Wicked? What's his name?
Jonathan Bailey.
He's in the 3rd season.
Yes.
So he obviously is in Wicked, but it's like, let me not
and
also
Wicked and Jurassic Park. So he's franchised up. You
right.
know?
Franchise is the way. I want to be in a franchise.
That is where it's at.
Yeah,
you
how
know
do we
what
get
I
in
mean? Honestly, we just got to get in there that one time, and then you play a small role, and then they like need you for like another movie.
Everything, yeah.
Even the small roles, you being in it, like damn.
That they see you, and then they want you to be the big thing. I know. I want to be British in a movie, and I want to be naked in one movie.
Okay, work.
Yeah, Nicola's naked in the next second half of this. I'm very excited. She keeps talking about how she's naked. That's what I always want to be. I just want to be naked. I said that with Chelsea Lynn.
Chelsea Lynn,
I was like, I want to be naked. Like that's always been my goal too. I would love to be. I think in the first season of Bridgerton, there's like art models, like naked art models. I was like, I could have been in that, you know, especially that era. They always had bellies on their models and stuff like that. I could have been in that. So that's my goal. I want to be British. I want to be that. Nicola's also playing a fairy in a new upcoming movie. Did you see that?
No.
It's like a tavern movie.
What?
Nicola's playing a fairy. She posted about it, and Baby Reindeer star is in it.
No.
The girl, I don't know her name. She also Pride. She also
Yes,
came out
she
as
came out as
lesbian.
lesbian.
Love that. And but they're both like in this like
I didn't know
tavern
that.
style movie playing fairies. I was like,
no.
I know. Everyone's listening to me. Everyone's listening to me.
But then excluding you from the narrative.
They're excluding me from the narrative. I don't understand why everyone's bypassing me. I'm just like, it's so annoying.
You should at least get credit, you know. Get
Writing
royalties.
credit.
You should just get royalties.
I should get credit.
All those shows.
I don't need royalties. I just need credit. And shout out to Andy Valentine. He did a special thanks to me in the Mattachine family, which we talked about earlier.
I love that.
There's a special thanks to Trisha Paytas. I didn't obviously watch the credits. He screenshot it and showed me. He's like, I gave a special thanks to you. And I was like, oh my God, why? And he's like, because all your music videos helped me become a better director.
Oh my God, that's
I was very
so
proud.
sweet.
I know. I was so proud of him because he had 2 movies that he like directed, and one's called The Letterman with Garrett Clayton, and I don't think that's streaming anywhere. And then the I keep saying it wrong. I don't know. I literally looked it up, but I don't know how to pronounce it. But the Mattachine family, and he directed that too, and I was like so happy. It's so cool to see. Also, why wasn't I in it though? I was kind of like, also, he had Patrick Starr have a cameo.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, I paid
Okay.
$10 million at least. Not to him, but to the budget or whatever.
Oh my God.
Anyways, it was nice. It was
What
nice
did
to have
Patrick
special
Starr
things.
play?
He was kind of like himself. He was like this rainbow queen in like one of the party scenes.
Oh.
It was like a little gay party everyone was having.
You could have been at the gay party for
I could have been
sure.
at the gay party. I guess I wasn't invited back then. I guess that was, yeah. Maybe it was just gay and not queer. Maybe I wasn't invited, you know.
I guess so.
Gays only, no queers.
Were there any like ladies in it, or was it all just?
Yeah,
okay.
the girl from Schitt's Creek, the one that's like Schitt's Creek.
Which,
Damn it.
but I know like people.
She's like David's friend. She's the one that like she's like his best man at his wedding.
Oh, so she's in it.
Yeah, she's in it. He has actually some pretty popular people. That Juan Pablo from Fuller House. Garrett Clayton has like a little cameo in it, and so like a lesbian couple trying to have a baby. Then there's like Heather Matarazzo. Do you know her? She was the girl from Princess Diaries. That was like a best friend. I never saw Princess Diaries. I saw a clip of her being the best friends. I mean, like, who did that to your hair? It's so ugly. I was
You
like,
look ridiculous. You
Yeah.
should sue.
okay, so wow, that's actually kind of everything. But like, that's her best friend in the movie because all the comments were like, she's an awful friend, and I was like,
Yeah.
was she a villain? Was she end up being mean?
She was just like very self-absorbed and like, but she comes around and she is like the best friend in the sequel, so she sticks around.
Dump her right away. Even the driver was like, don't put up with
Yeah,
that.
can make you feel inferior without your consent.
Wow, you
I
are a
do know
Princess
that.
Diaries stan.
I love that
okay, never saw. I didn't see clips of it. Heather Matarazzo was also in Hostel Part 2. Did you ever see that one?
Mm-mm.
You would hate that one because that's just like men killing women. It's kind of
Oh
like
my God.
everything. Yeah, the first one. Oh wait, no. The first one is like Yeah, hostile. I don't know. I never saw the first one. The second one I saw, and yeah, it's like women, and then the guys like pay to. Anyways, it's kind of gross and disgusting. However, Eli Roth, who again should put me in a movie. I've literally known him since I was 18. Like not personally, but like personally, kind of. I know him somewhat. He has Hostel, the TV series, coming out with Paul Giamatti starring in it, and anything Paul Giamatti does like turns to like gold. So Eli, I would like to be casted. I've known you since I was 18. We're cool. I've always talked highly of you. Like put me in something.
At least
we share
like
a best friend.
Cameo or
yeah,
something.
something that people want to see it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why he's. I don't know. Don't be Flop Tropica. Put me in it. It's just like so crazy when you know people and you're just like, why am I not in this movie? Why did I not get there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One day.
It very much the Escape the Night complex. Like,
Oh my! Don't even get me started on that. Joey forever on my canceled list for not putting me as good. Like people he put in twice. Like there was people that were in there twice. Like Rosanna, love Rosanna. Happy birthday, by the way. She's everything, and she sent me flowers. She's great. But like Gabby in it twice, Colleen in it twice.
Justine.
I was like, you couldn't put me in it once. Like that's wild. And I was very popular back then, so I don't understand. But it's totally fine. But I see these movies and I'm just like, oh my God, one day you'll be directing a movie and won't put me in it. It's crazy. My best friend Jeff doing Thanksgiving too, and I was like, "Am I have a part?" He's like, "Probably not." I was like, "Okay, fair enough." Oh, we also talked this because I have a lot of gay news and we didn't talk about it. Chris Colfer said that coming out would ruin his career.
Oh yeah, I saw him say that. Like it was a podcast or something.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, wait, but you're so gay.
I know. That'd be like me saying coming out would like ruin my career. It's like
don't tell people.
Yeah, even like I never had to come out to like my parents because it was just like. Yeah, you know what I mean? It was just like, and I feel like Chris Colfer is probably the same boat as me. It's
right.
Like, you just are what you are, you know what I mean?
I think people just know and it's fine and whatever. And
no
I just
one
like,
cared, but
I just was like, that was kind of wild. I was like, I don't think that would ruin your career. I think that makes your career.
And there's some like, because there's some like older actors, I guess, that are like kind of like, they're not like, they're like low key about it. Like they're not like keeping it super secret, but they're just like low key about it. And like, I get like maybe the big coming out would be for them because they play like they're in huge franchises and they play straight men or whatever. But look like a Jonathan Bailey, like he's out and he's in Jurassic Park. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's out of the closet.
Is he like proud out? Like
like he goes to like gay events and stuff.
Love.
He's like
okay.
He's very like cheeky. Like my coworker who interviewed him for the Bridgerton premiere, like he was so like flirty and cheeky. I was like,
really?
Oh my god,
Oh my god, I kind of love that. Did you see Austin Butler flirting with
and the
that?
Australia
Oh
like
my
report? I was confused though because he's still with Kaya Gerber.
Do we know? We don't know.
I guess we don't know for sure, but
he was just like, Lucia, have we met before? I was like, oh my god, that's why I was like, that's what I emailed. Get me Austin Butler on. He seems fun. Like he seems like goofy, silly. And she's like, oh no, this interview's about you. He's like, oh, I don't like questions about myself. I want to talk about you. Like, okay, Austin Butler.
I was gagged.
She also looked like a model, but
she was gorgeous. Yeah,
it would have been different. Like again, if it was like a me or like a baby reindeer or something. You know what I mean?
Also, like with dark hair, like very Kaya Gerber coded, like you know what I mean, like
Hutchins,
brunette. Yeah.
Well, usually guys with light eyes and light hair, they usually like that. Like opposites, me too. I usually like guys that are like dark eyes, dark hair. I don't know, because it'd be weird to like someone that looks like you, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I have dated people like that, but whenever I saw someone with like blue eyes, I would never like it because it's like what I have.
Oh, interesting.
And so there's like this weird, almost like repellent. I don't know that I didn't like, or like blonde hair in general. I don't like light, except Niall. He's great. I love him so much. How old is he? Maybe he can be in my tavern show.
I think he's my age, but 31, 32.
Crazy, they're in their 30s. Like I literally think of them as like boys because again, I wasn't around. I really, really don't remember One Direction. Like hand God, don't remember One Direction at all ever coming out. And I remember them on James Corden. I saw them I think like the first time on there, but I was like, they always seem like little boys to me. And now I'm like, oh my god, they're like men. It's like crazy. Are they doing anything? I love
their Wendy era. Individually, like Zayn, released a song recently and he's done like some press, so maybe you can get Zayn. He's been doing some interviews.
No. I only want Niall or Harry.
Harry is, I don't know where he's at. He must be releasing something soon because he's been like very
quiet.
Yeah,
maybe he can come on our Harry episode when we're dressed up.
Oh yeah.
I think I have a little pink jumpsuit he wore. I think I want to wear.
Yeah, he has had some serious looks.
He had a good rainbow one too, the rainbow jumpsuit.
Yeah,
was
that the Coachella one?
Yeah. I think all my looks are Coachella looks. The pink ones I think are Coachella.
His
with
last
Lizzo.
tour, he had really good ones too. I think Love on Tour is what it was called.
Love on Tour?
Yeah.
Oh, SeatGeek. I want to go to that too. Is it on tour
it's
now?
over, but he literally had like a residency in LA. He played for like 2 months straight at the Forum.
Did you go?
No.
Wait,
because it was really expensive and like it was the same time as Era's tour like went on sale, so I like held out. I can't.
Wow.
recommend. Yeah.
You picked Taylor over Harry?
Yeah, well, yeah. Taylor's like my.
But Harry's like a hot boy.
I saw him once. I had like a hardcore Harry era, like his first tour.
Got over it.
That happens to me a lot. I go through maybe very
The
you
phases,
coded.
yeah.
Even like a Ted, I feel like I am not like as through even like a Hassan lately. I think
Yeah.
after like I talked to Austin, like I'm like, you know what, like you can keep him. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my God. You're like, I'm over it. Maybe did they, because like Taylor's giving you attention, maybe because Harry hasn't like given the
Maybe.
attention.
But when I went to interview, I didn't do the interview. I just went to like be there. But Harry gave me attention. He's like, "Oh, I like your shirt."
Oh.
Yeah.
And that
So he
wasn't
did
enough.
give it to me.
You didn't get the picture.
Yeah. Oh, no, I did get a photo. I have a photo
You have
with
a photo
Harry.
with Harry Styles?
Yeah.
Show it. I need to see it right now. That's everything. Are you? What's your arm? Is your arm around him or is he
His
around
arm's
you?
around me. It was at the American Music
Oh,
Awards.
he's skinny. First of all, if some guy can fit his arm around my shoulder, I'm like, wow,
I
impressive.
was big.
Like, if
I
you
was
see
like
it,
a bigger boy. It was my big boy era.
and
It
he
was.
still have his arm around you though.
Yeah.
That's even more impressive.
but
a lot of
maybe
times they
it
don't
was
let you do
like-
it. Wow.
It was like this.
You could have been that
the
big.
girl, shout out Kelty Knight from E! News.
Oh, Kelty. Ari does her makeup too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a full circle.
She was doing the interviews, and I went with her. Like I was I intern? I think I was just interning actually at ET, and she did the interviews, and I was like, I just love Harry. Like if I can get a photo, and she came through. Like she was like, can you get a photo with you? Like he loves you, and yeah, so she really came through, and she took the photo from high up, so I looked like
Perfect.
Yes.
But then also it could look almost like you're too short. You know, sometimes when we get
True.
to the high angle, it looks like I'm like 3 feet, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to look like I'm 3 feet.
Yeah, and Harry's
Yeah.
also taller than me, so it was. And he had a big hat though, so that also kind of made me look like smaller.
Ooh, la.
Yeah.
I need to see this photo. Do you have it easy to bring up, or is
I
it
think
like
so.
hard
I think
to
it's on
find?
my Instagram somewhere.
Oh
like,
my God, I want to see this.
Uh,
Moses' eyes are like glazed over. I look over, he's just like, you have nothing to add to the Harry Styles conversation. Do you know who he is?
Yes.
Oh, how do you know him?
Maybe
Because
we
he
watch
doesn't
the
live under a
movie.
rock.
We talk about him all the time. He's kind of famous.
Do you know him from anything? His songs, his music, his movies?
I think he had a song that was viral on TikTok.
Watermelon Sugar. Watermelon Sugar. Hi.
Definitely that one.
And something else.
We saw the movie with
Oh,
him.
okay, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what made me really like him. I was like, that movie's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was like A-list actor. He was like,
Yeah, he was so good in that. That girl was cray. She was trying to get out of that life. I was like, girl, stay in Pleasantville. Like, that is the place I want to be. That was crazy she wanted to leave there. I was like, this guy is like hot. He comes home. He makes the money. He just wants to have sex with you all the time. And she's like, let me out of here. I hate this place. I was like, what a weird movie. And not to be misogynistic, but you could tell it's like kind of female directed. It's like this feminist like message, but also like I want to stay that way. I want to be the neighbor. You know what I mean? Just like I'm staying here in my happy world.
yeah, I think the message was about women's free will. I think, but yeah, okay.
I mean, if Harry Styles is the husband that just wants to have sex with you all the time, like my free will
I
is
mean,
stay
that's
here.
exactly. You can have the free will to enjoy that.
It's true. Yeah, that's what you want. Go for it.
Right, that's the Barbie message. That's like, you don't have to be right, whatever. I mean, it's good. I don't know. I don't really get those kind of movies, but I liked it.
Here is the photo. It looked crazy, but
Oh my
Isn't it?
God.
I was
like your face.
gagged.
What's your face? Were you like,
I was gagged. I was like,
oh, that's what it was?
yeah, because in my head,
Aw.
I was like, whenever I always did the shocked face and like meet and greets or whatever, because I'm like, it makes me look skinnier because then I don't look as round. That was
You
my
look
strategy.
great. You look good. Show Moses. That's a good one. That's a great one.
What year was that? 20.
That's everything.
Yeah.
13.
I would think you were the famous person in this.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
He's also doing the shocked face.
Right. Okay, I see that. Yeah, he kind of has that face too. You're like the Harry Daniels back then. You're like with every celebrity.
It kind of was.
You're like Sabrina Carpenter. And
Yeah.
that is impressive, actually. I wish I had that Rolodex of pictures. I don't. I would be flashing them all the time, like Throwback Thursday. That's really cool. That is actually really cool. Damn, I want to do that. I need to go to interviews. What were you just interview with the Kelty?
Yeah, I was just there. It's like I was like a PA intern at the
Wow.
time. So like I would ask to like go on shoots or whatever, and then you were just there. You could like take photos for like the hosts or whatever. So
That's so cool.
yeah, it was fun to just be there. That was back in the day. I was so excited. I was like, I want to just go be at these things. Now I'm like, I
would
don't want to.
Really? Oh, I would love to for like celebrities and stuff.
It depends on the event. Like I don't know. It would have to be someone I love because it's just
Like
like
who?
so much work. Like a Sabrina for sure.
You
like
would go, yeah.
like another Sabrina thing. I
want
would
her here.
go. Yeah.
Maybe.
I
Yeah,
don't
she'll come.
you one of your hair people does her hair, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, he's full time with her now, and I would that'd be so great, but I don't think it would. I could DM him. Well, we know that's the thing. I'm so close to people who are close to people. You know what I mean? Like he knows someone who's like tight with Lenny, who like brings up Lenny Kravitz all the time because they're like really close. You did say something. You're like, can he come on the? Did you ask him to come on the podcast, or was it just like?
Oh yeah, I told him. I was
You
like,
did?
we would love to have him on the podcast.
Because he's close with this person, and this person is really close with Lenny, and so I was like, wow, like, is it weird to be like, can he come on? I don't know. Maybe on our Hunger Games episode he can come on. Yeah, that'd be everything.
I would love to get like Josh Hutcherson for Games episode
Yeah,
too.
how do we get that?
That's a good question. CAA.
CAA, get on it. Is he with them?
Or Harry Daniels, whoever gets to him first.
Harry Daniels is the connection. He is.
I think Harry Daniels did sing to him actually.
To
Josh Hutcherson.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? What did he sing?
On the street. He sang the Whistle Song by Flo
That's
Rida.
right. I remember because
Yeah.
I didn't know that meme, and then I had to like look it up, and I was like, okay, that's kind of everything.
Yeah.
I love it.
Harry is like boots on the ground for
we
real.
love Harry Daniels. He's here this week, but we missed him because we only filmed one day this week.
know.
So any other time we're gonna film 2 days a week, but
Yeah, he'll be back though for sure.
we love Harry.
Who's your queer of the
Daniels.
week, by the way? Speaking of
queer of the week. Oh gosh. Oh man, I should have thought about this more.
I know,
Harry
I was
Styles,
having-
maybe. Is he part of the community?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's come out one way or another. So yeah, he
Ooh.
could be considered.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? How about I pick someone close to me? Andy Valentine, my
Oh,
director.
gee,
Yeah,
okay.
he is my queer of the week because he did a great queer film, and he's just good all around. He's always been like for my videos too, like Cinderella. Like we always had same-sex couples in there dancing. Like we've always been a little like cutting edge. You know what I mean? Like I just always liked it, and not even making it a big storyline, not even making a big deal. Just like there's like two guys dancing together in Cinderella or two girls or whatever. I always like that.
I
And
love that.
He's an ingenue. He's a visionary, and he's queer, and we love it. And he's very adamant about it and talks about it in all his films. And I love Andy Valentine, and I would love him on. And he's great, and he's wonderful. And our daughters play together, and it's great.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it's really cute. I love him, and he's always been really nice. You always know, like I told you, if he was, I know like you don't say that about gay people, like if they were straight, but like honestly, he's that one that is like just always been so kind to me, so patient. Like I've had fallings out with literally everyone I've ever worked with. Like I always had like, especially back in the day, I was a hothead. I was a hothead with Andy Valentine, but he restores my faith in Geminis. He's a Gemini. And he's just always been so sweet. Like, he always understands, even if I've had, like, breakdowns or, like, I shout or I screamed, or he always, like, understood. And, like, yeah. He's very patient, very sweet, and I love him. And he really is, like, the ideal guy. Before Moses, I was like, damn, Andrew Valentine's really the ideal guy. And, yeah. I like him. He's my queer of the week. How about you?
I think it's gonna be Austin's show. Austin's show really restored my faith in the twunk community.
Yeah.
A pillar of the
Should we
community,
have
if
him
you will.
on? Maybe we have him on, you know?
Yeah.
What is this? Did I do it right?
Yeah, pretty much,
Yeah.
I know. I do. He's like best friends with like Cutie and Hassan, but honestly, might have to boot Hassan, just Cutie and Austin.
Okay.
Really, no straighties.
We
I
do
don't know,
not need
but-
Hassan anymore.
I'm almost pulling like a week, like you at the weekend when you stop. That's how I'm feeling, honestly. I was like, you know what, like
More hard to get.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I hate One Direction. Oh, they're so untalented.
Because Cutie and Austin both followed me, like DM me, and were so
okay.
sweet. Hassan hasn't followed back, so you know what? I'm
Yikes.
sticking to my girlies, Austin and Cutie.
Yeah,
So
the literal
yeah.
girlies.
Yeah.
We love them. I like that.
In my head, they're like very like us coded because like they're like a little duo and like they're cute. You know what I mean? So it's like
yeah.
I'm like you guys get the vibe. Like a girl who has like a really hot no, they're just boyfriend and girlfriend. Really hot boyfriend, really successful boyfriend. She's
Moses
so
is the hot
successful.
boyfriend in this situation, yeah.
Yes, exactly. And like just like a really fun gay. He's like the cooler, hotter me, I think.
I
But-
think you sell yourself short. I feel like you are the cooler, hotter gay in every scenario.
No, but
I
thank
think
you.
so. I don't know. I can't think of one right now that could be. Even you with Troye Sivan, I would say you. And I love Troye Sivan. I love him.
That's so sweet.
But I still would pick you for sure. And I think you have the personality that goes with it. So I go with your self-deprecation, but I always am like, he knows. Because I self-deprecate too, but I'm like, I am really attractive. Like, I do know I'm more attractive than the most. And I feel like you're more attractive than the most
I think
people.
it depends on the circumstance. Like the guy I was talking about earlier, I was like, I'm cuter than you. But
Yeah.
like if I'm next to like an Austin, I'm like, no, like
Really?
Austin is like
I don't know what
so.
Austin looks like, but
He's just like a very like classically like attractive.
does he look like
guy.
Austin Butler?
He could, like a cousin
Kind of.
maybe.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because he's like
Same family.
Yeah, same family for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's
Let's
like
look at him.
ripped. Yeah,
But see, I don't love Rip. See, Rip loses points for me. Not to say on him, but I'm saying like I
In
still,
general, yeah.
I like you're fit. You're fit. I don't know. Actually, I've never seen you in a crop top or anything. But you should, like if you want. I'm not saying you should, but if you wanted to, I don't know. It's hard to tell, but you look very fit. You look very toned. Just based on what you say, I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what. Doesn't matter. Don't need to comment on coworkers' bodies, but I don't know.
I love your description. That's so funny.
So I think you're in the top caliber of
That is
gays in the
so
world.
sweet.
Yeah.
Wow, me over Troye Sivan. That's a big.
Yeah, for sure,
That's a
for
big
sure. I can't
accomplishment.
even think of a gay person that I would pick over you. No, I can't. Troy's my number one, so I don't know. That's it. You're number one. Always and forever.
Speaking of Troye Sivan, his good friend Charli XCX. So, fellow gay icon, Charli XCX.
That's his friend?
Yeah, they're going on tour together. Like, their tour is a
Wow.
joint tour. It's like Charli and Troy
We should
together.
cosplay them.
That
That's
is
us.
such a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta find
Yes.
their cosplays. Shared in the shared album.
Oh my God. That would be everything.
Yeah.
Shiki will go to the tour when
Are
they're
you
here.
Troy or are you Charlie?
That's a good question.
I
feel
don't know
like
what she works. I'll be Charlie. I don't know. I'll be Troy.
I don't know. I feel.
Troy's very skinny.
I was gonna say that's why I was trying to get
You're
to Charli.
skinnier. You
I
be
was gonna get to
Troy.
Charlie because it'd be
Okay.
hard to do.
He's just shirtless.
Right? Or he like
Yeah.
wears little crop tops, I guess, with like jeans. Right?
Oh yeah. I always think of. Did he play Timothy Chalamet or did Timothy Chalamet play him?
Timothy Chalamet played him
I
in
always think
SNL.
of Timothy
Yeah.
Chalamet as Troye Sivan.
Yeah.
That's how I envision it. Okay, I can almost cross my legs. Everybody, we're getting
That is
there.
fierce,
That's,
yeah.
that's when I will have my own talk show when I can cross my legs like Wendy. It's getting there. I haven't been able to do that in a while. I mean, it's a little bit thick, but
No, it's fully there, I think.
No, I think
Right?
it needs to like just flop down a little more. It needs to go straight.
Oh,
like that.
I see.
But we'll get there once the thighs go down. That's fine. I feel like Wendy now that I can cross my legs again. Okay, so tell me.
It's very cute.
Thank you. Is that me? Okay, Charlie X.
CX. Yeah.
Not excuse me.
Yeah, you do get them confused a little bit.
It's kind of the same.
It is very similar. Yeah. So she released her new album Brat, and the gays. It's like the gay album right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
What's it stand for? I didn't hear it. I haven't heard
It's
this.
just brat, like being,
Oh.
being bratty.
that.
Yeah. But I feel like it's like the party gay. Like she's a party girl, so like the party gays really
They're
love
like
her.
the new Kesha.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Very that vibe.
Okay.
Because like all the tweets about her is like people that are like having sex and brats playing in the background, and it's like it's like they're and the color is like lime green, the color of the album. So
Okay.
it's like they're painting their schlongs lime green, and
Oh.
yeah, it's very.
Okay.
It's a
I
party
don't know
gay.
any of this.
Well, but the fans are a little rowdy because she was at an event and like there's this viral video of fans like shoving poppers in her face as she's like walking.
Oh my God. Wait. Okay.
So
Is that
it's like
legal?
that's what there's a big
This is
controversy
not
about
drugs,
it.
really. You can get them over the counter.
I guess.
I don't think you can just pop Advil in someone's face, though.
That's-
So I
yeah,
don't know.
right?
Yeah.
So like there's a big controversy about it because she is like the party girl, and like in 2019 her last album it was a similar controversy because people were bringing like a douche popper. Someone brought their like mom's ashes to, like the meet and greets, and she was like signing them and doing photos, and everyone's like, is this too much? Is it crossing a line? Like, is this disrespectful? And then Charli released a statement saying like she's fine, she doesn't care about any of this stuff,
okay.
like she'll sign whatever.
But
So
that's
she's
signing. That's not like
getting it
sniffing something as you go by.
Yeah.
Was her nostrils crazy? Or were they just like flared?
It's hard. The video is so short,
Oh,
and she's
okay.
like walking in a crowd, so you just see someone like shove the bottle up her face as
That's
she's like
wild.
trying to
That's
walk
like assault,
through.
I think.
I think it's a little too
Yeah.
far, right?
I think definitely.
Yeah, like I know she's a cool girl and like she's like she's like degassed, whatever. But I feel like that's like okay, let's have some
I
boundaries.
think signing something, weird. Like I don't know if I'd sign someone's ashes, but like that's whatever. That's one thing because she has consent over it, as opposed to like shoving
That's
something.
true. You're
you
so
know?
right. She does have consent when she's signing. Yeah,
I think just shoving anything in someone's face. If someone shoved like a pizza in my face, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know what I mean? That's a popper. So no, that's a no go. I think even if she says she's okay with it, I'd still be like, absolutely not. That's actually not okay.
Yeah.
Even though you think it's okay, you know.
Yeah, it's boundaries for sure.
Yeah.
I had someone pour poppers down my mouth once. I think on accident. I hope, but it was like
Down
very
your mouth.
traumatic.
Thought you had to sniff it. What are you?
Yeah,
What's
I think
in
he
it?
was trying to like I get 20 this was like 2015, so I was like bigger and anyway.
You go by weight.
Yeah, I'm like
That's my big
that's
boy
how
era.
my timeline is.
I
It's
know.
like,
I feel you. So
but I
skinny.
remember he was like, and this was like he was like a skinny like skater guy, or whatever. So I was like, just like I was just like, whatever, like I'm down for anything. But anyway, he was like trying to like tilt it to my face, I think, and I was like laying down and it like spilled like into like my mouth.
What's even in it? Liquid?
It's called like it might be different now because it's been a while, but I remember like when you went to go buy it, you had to say it was VHS cleaner. I don't. So it was like almost like a gasoline. I remember tasting like gasoline. How
Back
gasoline
in 2015?
smells. Yeah.
So it wasn't like on the shelves.
It was like behind the shelves that you had to go to the register and be like, "Can I have like VHS cleaner?"
Wait, why though?
I don't
If
know.
it was legal.
Now you can say like, "Oh, like can I have like the brand?" Like
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, can I have Rush or whatever?" You know, but
Weird.
yeah, like I just say
What
like
did it?
VHS.
So did
cleaner.
it like affect you?
I just remember it like burning in my mouth and it tasted like literally like gasoline. I was like, I had to run and like was like spitting it out and like rinsing my mouth. But I
gosh.
survived. I don't know if
Yeah,
maybe
but
I'm
still, you
dumber because of
weren't-
that. I don't know if it affected like my brain or
Oh my god. No, yeah, I feel like it's like safe, I guess. But
Yeah.
like, is it legal? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little dicey.
I think anything non-consensual is probably illegal.
Yeah.
Like anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I stand with Charli and like I mean, she hasn't said anything, but I think just don't
You're like, I
shove
stand with her.
poppers into anyone's
Maybe
mouth.
she was loving it. Maybe she's like, I want more free poppers in my face.
She did post a video of 2019. She held up like a little thing of poppers and was like, "Gay rights," and everyone loved
Okay,
it.
that's cute. I love
Yeah.
that. You said that when you came in, gay rights.
Gay rights. I almost
rights.
brought you a little thing of poppers to recreate the video, but I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like
As I'm like,
babies.
just, I don't know how it would affect me. Like,
Well, not to like, just for the recreate the
oh,
video.
gay rights. So I have a burger and I'm like, gay rights. That'd be funny. Do you have poppers with you?
No, I
Oh.
almost brought it. I had like, I think, I don't know if it's still effective though, because it's been like the same one for like 4 years, four
You
or
have
5
what?
years.
Wait, why do you have it for so long?
Because it's not like you.
Just in case.
I don't know. I've just had it, and like I've never gone to get a fresh bottle or whatever.
But why don't you use it? You're just like, I'm just gonna keep it and just.
I mean,
Rainy day?
well, like use it sometimes, I guess, but like.
But I thought they're like you one and done.
No, it's not one and done. It's like it's still kind of.
Oh.
I think it probably is not effective now. Really, I mean, I
Right.
haven't used it recently.
Would it be
but
strong?
I mean, I was using it for a while because it's just like a chemical, so it still smells.
So
like,
you're just like huffing a chemical,
I'm just, like,
basically.
like a sniff.
But it only lasts like a minute, right? It's not
It's
the whole
really
thing.
short,
Yeah, it just
yeah.
like relaxes your muscles for like a minute. Just
Yeah.
get muscle relaxers, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if we should advocate muscle relaxers instead of poppers, but
Your doctor prescribes them. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I haven't done any backdoor action in a while, so I don't know.
I haven't done poppers in a while too. Now it's just like I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
it's like I don't know if I love the feeling of it. Really, like it kind of makes me feel like I'm gonna like die or something.
I didn't like it when I've only done them a couple of times, but it always gave me headaches.
Yes.
I think I want to say, I don't know for sure, but I think I definitely did it with someone in the vlog squad, and I want to say it might have been like Zayn or something one time. I don't know. Maybe. We were like in the gay sex store in West Hollywood. Maybe it was. I can't remember who it was, but it was definitely someone in the vlog squad for sure.
That
I
sounds
did
like a
poppers.
VOD squad kind of answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out unfiltered, pretty unfiltered.
Filter, or basically
Basically unfiltered.
whatever it is now. We love.
We love all of them.
The hottest topic that everyone's been wanting us to chime in on since last week, really, is when it popped
Okay,
off.
yeah. So I kind of saw this, but I guess I don't really fully get. Is it an old story? But she talks about recently in the cancel tour.
Yeah, Tana was on.
And has Tana said anything about it?
Not since it like
Oh.
blew up.
So like, is it weird we talk about it if it's like because the cancel tour was not supposed to be recorded, right?
I guess technically, but it was, and they were kind of. I don't know. It's not like they blacklist anyone who posts anything. And Tana has like
right.
reposted some videos from the tour before too. So
Okay.
yeah. But Tana at one of the last canceled tours talked about how she hooked up with Cody Ko when she was 17, and like the timeline was.
Wait, I don't know the story.
Oh,
Do
I feel like
we have we?
I don't know. Like, so Cody was 25 and she was 17. And
Wait, I don't think I knew the ages.
I
did talk about
didn't
this?
realize. I knew she. I feel like it was talked about before because I remember in the Britney, like when the Britney Broski drama was happening, it was like, well, she's best friends with Cody Ko, which is
But is this his problematic?
This was like lumped in with like because I feel like it's
Well,
been
first
talked
of all-
about before, but not like. I don't know if Tana's ever said anything like specifically. She's joked about hooking up with him before, so I knew that they were a thing at some point. But I think the age gap I didn't fully know. I didn't know there was such a big.
Yeah, the age gap was one thing, but also the legality of a 17-year-old
Oh,
in
yeah,
California
exactly.
is a
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
other thing too.
yeah,
Which is
tea.
again, there's like morally because I even think like 18, whatever, it's still like disgusting, but it's like I guess legally you're in the clear, but it's like 17. It's like there's still laws and it's criminal for a reason. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
This is wild. Okay, so did Cody ever say anything? Okay, so I haven't really kept up on this because like I've also you know I like love Tana more than anything. So it's like
Yeah.
also when I see stuff about Tana, I like don't want to like click on it because I'm just like, oh, I don't know. Like it actually hurts my heart for real because I feel like she talks about a lot of her stuff that's like she realizes not okay later on. That's like trauma that's
True,
happened with
yeah.
like, especially men. Like a lot of guys just like sexualizing her really young. And it makes me like actually so sad. But okay, so they were friends, they were dating.
I think they like hooked up because so in one of like the segments on the canceled tour, it was like the hot seat segment. Someone asked who had the smallest D out of everyone she'd previously been with, and she said, "Oh my God, don't look at me, but Cody Ko, I can say that I was literally 17."
Yikes!
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot of tea.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then so by her saying she was 17, like people did the math of like the ages, so he would have been 25 when they allegedly, I guess, hooked up. But
I feel like she would never like Tana's somebody who doesn't say something unless there's like backup, like you can, you know what I mean?
Something that's so
verifiable and like it's out there.
And they collab, like there's videos of them like collabing on his channel, like when she was that age, so it kind of like makes
when she was 17.
Yeah. So it all kind of makes sense, and I
Wow.
think they collabed again. Not a few years ago, whatever, and I remember the discourse around it. Like I have the vague like recollection of like the discourse of like them having previously like hooked up or whatever. And I think she's mentioned like previously like having a thing with him before. But then I think the age thing is like the thing that has started. Like,
25 and 17 is like gross. 25 and 18 is gross. Like
Yeah.
25, you're an adult, you're a full-fledged adult, and this is a person that's like an actual child who's had obviously like she's always been open about her relationship with her parents who obviously had like a bad upbringing, and so people yikes.
Yeah, and like
And you can tell by her response that it's kind of like traumatic or she holds some sort of resentment because obviously she's like, I can say that because I was like 17. And like you really don't say stuff like that unless you have sort of like a triggered response or something like that. That's something triggered you. Because that's how I usually am too. When someone brings up someone that like traumatized me, I usually have like a little bit of a feisty response. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yikes.
Just, yeah, and it is.
So he's never said anything about it?
No, and I guess like he has like a history of like just like never like addressing. He's like one of those, the ones that like never
hate
address
that.
it.
It's like address it. Otherwise, but that's also like I feel guilty, right? Like if you don't like address something, it just screams to me allegedly, all that stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's like it looks more sus that you're not addressing it, and also cowardly. Like this person. I guess what do you say though? Because then you're just admitting guilt, and then I guess you
it is
shouldn't.
a crime, I guess.
that
also
literally.
adds-
Right, that's like the David Dobrik where he's like, I can't say anything because then I'm just confessing to actually.
Yeah. And he is like married with a kid now too, so that also adds like a whole other weird
I don't
element.
know. I really don't know anything about him.
Yeah, he's really, really popular. I mean, like
What's he do?
he
Podcast?
is just like he started like from the Vine days, and he did YouTube, and then he had like he had a show called Tiny Meat Gang, I want to say. Oh, that kind of makes sense.
Tiny Meat Gang?
Yeah, I think that's what it was called.
Oh, yeah.
With Noel Miller was his co-host, and they got really, really popular.
Okay, it aged greatly then. It was accurate.
And he's like I don't know, like one of the funny guys or whatever. But now I think he does music now because when my boyfriend went to Vegas a couple months ago, he was performing at the pool. Yeah,
Like down to DJ. He's like singing.
I think he's like singing, but he's like really, really popular, especially with like the college like crowd.
Are we gonna get canceled for talking about him? I
No,
get
the
scared
whole
with him.
internet is kind of like, oh, this is like messed up.
I kind of have seen stuff about it. I just didn't know, like, ooh, it's just like tough. Like, because it is one of those things where I'm like, maybe I should reach out to Tana in the sense of like, is she okay? Because like, also like, I feel like she has so much stuff she probably hasn't talked about or said stuff like, like on Cancel Tour or like just in general. I guess she's writing a book. I think I saw like she was on live talking about writing a book or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you okay though? Because it's like, I think she's really good at like masking stuff and just being like that girl, but
Yeah.
also kind of like sad, especially if he hasn't addressed it. I don't know like how. So, but people are like more on her side then.
Oh yeah, fully. Like, because it does like make sense. Because I think people have known that they hooked up. Like, I knew that they hooked up. Like when she said that, like that is something that shocked me. It was like
The age.
yeah. Once seeing like the ages together, I think like 17, 25. That's like wild. Cause
Yeah.
I think it's really interesting too. Is the like I'm sure he's gonna just like move on. Like he's not gonna say anything. He's still gonna be performing everywhere. Like it's just so interesting. Like the difference in like backlash, you know what I mean? Like, you still have so many people who are like mad at stuff for so long ago, and it's like you've apologized, and like literally there's nothing else you can do at that point. It's like,
Yeah, I'm
you
not
gotta,
sleeping with minors.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like you've apologized, so it's like, and I get some people like don't want to forgive you. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
like people's decisions, but it's like to still like harass over this. But then like someone like that does like an actual crime can like move on and not have the same kind of like vitriol or like the same intense like people wanting just for you to be completely obliterated. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like life ruining.
The energy is like that there. And also too on Tana's end too, like she probably, obviously she's not gonna like press charges or anything.
Yeah.
So it is one of those things where it's like, is there any your closure, I guess, for her to be able to like joke about it or something like that? Because I'm like, it does suck that like nothing's gonna happen, you know, and it's like these people can just do it. And I'm sorry, I don't know how old Cody Ko is, but I'm 36, and it's like even when I was 25, you knew not to like sleep with minors. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like people would say it was a long time ago or move on or whatever. It's like, okay, well, like obviously it's still like affecting her. And that's what I always say with anyone, like any victim, like Adam McIntyre, all that stuff like that. It's like, you know, they can talk about it for as long as they want, especially if the person doesn't want to address it or apologize for it. You know what I mean? Because I bet if Cody Ko like apologized or texted her and was like, hey, like kind of like the Brittany Broski to Tana, you know, like text her. I don't know, she didn't apologize. I'm just saying text her privately.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like maybe she like, you know, it feels a little better to her. It feels like a little bit of closure, but she doesn't have that, so she's gonna just keep, you know. And I think she should, especially at these shows, like that's her, you know, story to tell and jokes to make and stuff, because it's like how she can deal with it and how she can feel somewhat okay with what happened. Because it sounds like it's probably not okay now to her. Maybe in the time it was, again, 17, you're young, you don't know, you can't really give consent at 17. But that's sad. It makes me sad, honestly, like that whole thing. It just makes me, I saw like headlines and stuff people talking about it. I didn't know if it was like new or recent, and I don't know, it just made me sad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because I mean, she's been through a lot, and she's like very well adjusted for how much she's been through. You know what I mean? Especially now, like you just see her like
happy and
so happy and like just
in a relationship,
at peace, and like really like on top of her game. You know, like very much like in her prime. And she's gone through a lot to get there, you know. So.
Oh, for sure. I think, and she always talks about that, like just men being so inappropriate with her. And I feel like that's just such a big thing to talk about, because like it's such a unique experience to have too, especially when you're like the one with like money and power, and men still being like taking advantage. Because she always was famous. Like at 17, she was famous. You know what I mean? So it's like she kind of had that stature, and like I kind of like that she talks about it now, because I think she was always like that fun girl and like the vlogs and stuff like that. But you know that she can talk about it now and how like inappropriate and gross it was. You know, stuff that happened to her. So. Even stuff that was like non-consensual or stuff that she, you know, people played off as jokes or something like that. I just feel like and it's someone like her talking about it is so powerful, because she is at the top of her game, and she could just like forget about it, just live, you know, in the now, whatever. And the fact that she's like talking about it, it's like obviously still like I don't want to say affecting her. I don't want to like put her in that category, but it's like still on her mind. You know, like that's the first thing she thought of. Because you know, if someone's like, okay, who's the smallest D, and like that's your first, and obviously he kind of confirmed it with his little tiny meat gang thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Ick. I don't know anything about Cody Ko. I never had anything against him. I literally don't know anything about him. I knew Brittany was friends. I knew people said he was problematic, but I didn't really understand it. I knew it was something with Tana. I just didn't know, like,
I see
the age or...
The age thing was kind of like, I guess, literally just like seeing it in writing, like 25, 17.
And the fact that she said that, she's just like, I can say that because I was 17.
Yeah. And like, and too for Tana, like, her brand, especially back then, was like, she was like the cool girl. Like, you know, she was like, it's like, the guy's dream, you know, like she never like gave anyone a hard time. Like you could say anything to her, she would laugh it off or whatever. So the fact that she's like growing up and like I mean, she still like, she doesn't like victimize herself or anything, but she literally just like, she can call things out now without the pressure of like
that was disgusting, that was inappropriate, and I think that's like so important. And it's good because we don't see a lot of girls like that now. Not that it's like, again, not a bad thing, but it's like I think a lot of girls do play into that, including me, where it's just kind of like, you know, you just want to be
you just
cool.
want to,
you want to be with them. You want to be accepted. Like, I'm a cool girl. I can, especially when you're young, especially when you come from like a broken home. It's all that kind of stuff. Like all attributes to it. You know what I mean? Or if you think, you know, I don't know.
Especially influencer. Like, I mean, her like groups, like when she was younger, were all like male centric. You know, like she was like the cool girl of like the cool guy groups. Yeah.
Every group. Jake Paul, the Vlog Squad,
the Bryce Hall.
She really has.
Mod Sons and
Yeah, and she really was that girl, and a lot of people would use that as an excuse. Like, I remember somebody who was like, it's just Tana. Like, that's who she is, and, you know?
So right.
And it's like, yeah, but it's still not cool.
She's a person. Yeah, she's like a young woman.
Yeah. That's obviously vulnerable and is obviously doing this for a reason. And, like, I relate to that in that sense, too. It's like, yeah, you just are, I don't know, trying to get somewhere, make a name.
People, like, don't give her enough credit a lot of the times, I think. You know, like, literally, like you said, like people just think, oh, that's just Tana. Like she's like the wild child or
Yeah.
whatever. But she's still like a person who has been taken advantage of several times. But then she still like handled herself and like navigated that whole world so like masterfully to like be able to still, you know, have such a successful podcast where it's like literally like over a million views every episode. You have people like Dave Portnoy trying to like ride her coattails, you know what I mean? Like
another guy just trying to use her
Yes.
and stuff. Yeah.
So it speaks a lot to like her talent, and people who a lot of the time say like it's because with like the Brittany Broski thing, whatever. And again, I don't want to blow smoke towards Brittany Broski because like holding her more accountable than Cody Ko is ridiculous. Like
yeah, for sure,
yeah.
for sure. She just didn't want to
Yeah.
collab and was cheeky about it.
So but like even like with like that situation, it was like, well, yeah, like, you know, Theo Von's like a comedian. Tana is just Tana. Like she's an
Yeah.
entertainer. Like the fact that she can hold an audience like as well as she does, like she may not
Definitely.
be like a comedian, but she's like really entertaining
She's an
and really
entertainer.
smart.
Yeah.
You know, so
No, I hate that too. I hate that thing. Yeah. Yeah. But people who do defend people are also, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's also part of the problem. And like, including anybody, you know, it's like if you are like defending these guys or whatever, it's just like, that's a whole other thing. Or supporting
yeah,
them or
because I've
enabling
seen
them.
like a lot of his fans be like, well, like he's married with a kid now, like he shouldn't have to like deal with all of this. I was like,
yeah, it's like, okay, well,
no, you
yeah.
kinda...
you have to, like, that's why you should account for things as they happen. Like, if
Yeah.
it's already been over, account for it before all this so it's not embarrassing later on, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, good for Tana for speaking. Like I said, I know she's not ever someone to be like gonna press charges and like he's not gonna say anything, so it's good that she can get it out the way she needs to. And yeah, silence usually speaks volumes, you know what I mean? Like I cannot stay silent if it's something like that, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, I
Yeah,
want to say something.
and also the fact that Tana hasn't done like a big like expose, or you know, this is like
Yeah.
a comment in passing at her live show. You know what I mean? Like, and she has a platform where she could like do a lot of. The fact that she is
that
just,
canceled tour, they
yeah.
have all the stories. I know. I wonder. That is crazy. I mean, that is wild, and I'm glad people are talking about it. I'm glad people are talking about it because honestly, it could have been just like whatever. It's Tana.
It's just
who cares?
Tana, yeah. And the fact that people are like, you know, being very supportive about it too,
Yeah.
and like calling it out, I think it's very nice to see.
Well, that's a big ick. And if you're an adult sleeping with a 17-year-old, you have some issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes! That's a big yikes. But
And then also I've seen like Tara get a lot of smoke too from like Tana's fans because a lot of people are saying that she's like copying Tana because Tara went out with Maud's son and it's unclear if they're like a thing,
I did see that
you know?
story. Yeah.
So a lot of people are saying like she's copying the Tana blueprint because she was like a fan of Tana, whatever.
But that's kind of iconic too. I don't know if she is. I'm just saying like it wouldn't make sense. Like you like someone and that person dated that person. I'd be like, yeah, you know, I think I used to DM Kevin Federline. I think like when I was really young.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, ooh, this is kind of cool. Like if Britney dated you. I mean, I was young. Don't come for me, Britney fandom. But like, you know, 23 and you like. Also, Matson has dated a lot of people and like not in a bad way, but like he's dated like Bella Thorne and like Avril Lavigne. So you know, he's kind of like a Pete Davidson, where I feel like you're like, oh, you dated all these hot girls.
Yeah.
And now you're interested in me. Although, how old is Matson?
That's a good question.
I think he's way too old for her. Because Tara's like 20, what?
Well, 37.
Ew. Oh,
no.
And how old is Tara?
Like what, 24? 23.
Oh my God, ew. No, big ew. Why is he hanging out at Barney's Beanery? Like, why are you hanging out where all the young influencers are?
So weird.
And you're 37?
Grow up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's literally older than me, and that's great. I couldn't even imagine going to Barney Beanery now, even if I'm friends with like these girls that are only 10 years younger than me. I still would be like, nah, I don't know. That's weird. I shouldn't be there. Like, I don't know. Am I too old to be here? Yes, that you are.
Even me, I'm like, I would
Yeah.
not. I feel weird
30s
there.
and trying to be cool with like influencers that are like 20s. Like it's one thing to like work with them, collab with them, whatever, but then like hanging out with them at their bar that they go to.
Yeah, just to like to live like as if you're that age. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's
Ew.
weird.
Absolutely
Very
not.
weird.
Stay away from her Monson.
But
I don't even know him, but I'm like, that's
same.
too old.
Just knowing that is like
Yeah.
enough for me. But also I think that like with Tara too, you can kind of see it just because she's getting so popular. It's like always like the counter. Like once you get so popular, it's like
They want to
just
take you down.
hate, yeah.
There was a TikTok of someone being like, how long until we all turn on Sabrina Carpenter?
Yes.
And Sabrina Carpenter's like, delete this.
Yes. Well, she got it so bad after like Olivia Rodrigo. Like she was, I feel bad. Like, and looking back in retrospect, she was really going through it.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, I feel like, you know, she paid her dues. Like she went through her freaking bad era. So I feel like she should escape. But yeah,
Should escape the night.
yeah. But yeah, Tara, I don't know. But also, like, Tana's obviously, like, so cool with her and doesn't care, obviously, because they literally were just out together.
Oh,
like,
for sure. Tana doesn't care if someone likes her new boyfriend. It doesn't matter. She's just, like, so chill.
And I think that, like, the blueprint of, like, it's so, like, Y2K, you know? Like, early 2000s, like, tabloid culture is all about, like, the cute girl who's, like, sweet to other girls, but she's, like, you know, she has, like, the party girl side, like, the bad girl, like, she'll go out, drink, party. Like, that's just, like, it's just like a niche almost, you know what I mean?
Totally,
like,
yeah.
It's not anything.
It's very tabloid. It's very like everyone dating the same person. Like I think like Paris Hilton dated like an era that Lindsay Lohan started dating. He was like a Greek guy or something, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, they're dating the same person now."
Yeah, that's just how I don't know, it is, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like it sucks like to see people coming for Tara, but that's I guess how it goes when you get so popular.
And I like. Obviously, like we've texted and she's like actually like so sweet, and she actually does get like anxiety over people trying to like cancel her and stuff like that, because I think she is like an actual like unproblematic person, like really sweet, and she's like so new to all this, and she's so popular and so famous right now, and I think it's just like, how do you navigate? And it's hard, especially when you're young and you really like someone too. Like if you're really good friends with someone, like how do you just be like, oh no, I'm not gonna be friends with that person because they're problematic? And she is that person who like doesn't care. Because even when I first met her, I was like, I didn't think she would like me because you know I can be considered problematic. And she's like, oh, I don't care what people say about other people. Like I just go based on how they are, and I get that too. You know, it's like you just go by how they treat you.
Yeah.
Without realizing maybe a bigger picture, and it's like fine. But the problem is, like you said, the association can like just get you canceled, and like the association with him. But I don't know, maybe he will never be. They're popular now, so honestly, like. Yeah. Stick with Jake and Johnny, in my opinion. I didn't know she had that Dropbox podcast where she was the host permanently. I told her, I'm like, you three should have a podcast because that would be so good. They want to hear them talk.
They're good together. Like, I love when the three of them are together. I think they're, like, fun together.
So fun. And they, like, Johnny twitches. Like, he live streams and he goes for, like, 8 hours. Like, he's a talker. So, like, they would be able to talk a lot.
Yeah. So. And Tara's a yapper, too. Like,
for sure. Yeah. No, for sure. They would be, and they all are. So, anyways, I hope they stick together as a trio.
Same. I do like that, at least, like, Tara, like... I mean, she's hanging out with, like, Pokimane. Like, she goes in all the different, like, groups, you know, which is also cool.
They're
like,
a good friendship because Pokimane is very sweet. And Tara's, like, so sweet. Like, she'll like, text me or voice memo me and be like, you're so wonderful. Thanks for being nice to me and blah, blah. Or she'll also be like, you know, people are being really mean to me right now. She, like, is very, like, yeah. So I think she's, like, a sweet person.
Yeah. And Poki's good because she's been through the gambit, but she's also, like, so,
been
like,
through
business savvy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it always comes out on top, like, knows how to come out on top on everything. Yeah. She's a really smart. I really like her.
Mm-hmm. And she keeps spilling the tea. I saw like on her Twitch the other day, she talked about like how really, really popular streamer. She wouldn't say a name, but she said someone really, really big. Like she posted a photo like wearing like a tank top or something, and this guy like DM'd her being like, "Wow, your dad must be so proud of you having your tits out on Instagram." Like berated her.
Oh my gosh!
And it's someone who's like very, very popular, and this was like a couple years ago. But the fact that she like kind of like a Tana, like she has it all, but she's
I
like.
Love it. I love
like
when they finally,
like
let it out, and it is, and that is the powerful. That's what we're saying about the Tana thing too. Is like there's like so much power, and when you have the power, and you're not even like doing it for attention or views or whatever, like you have all the views, all the attention, you're more popular than the other person, and you still can call out that behavior. I love that so much. Yeah, especially Pokimane too. It's like she doesn't have to get this attention, but she does, and like that's important because she has like a power, and she has this like, you know, voice. We love Tana always. Yeah. Love and support to her. Oh my god, I feel like I should text her. I feel so sad.
Oh,
it makes me sad. Like I just feel like she has like gone through so much, and it's like she laughs things off, and I'm just like, oh, it makes me sad.
I know.
Yeah.
And I think like, especially like since you have daughters, that like you know, I feel like that changes so much too. Because like same with you, like I feel like you didn't process a lot of the stuff until like then you have daughters, and then you think like, oh my god, if anything that I went through happens to them, it's like I would like literally like, you know, kill whoever.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Why I play the lottery so I can just keep them in a little bubble. Yeah. It'll be like Bridgerton. I'll just have like suitors come to the house and I'll decide for them. Like this is the prince or the duke. That's it. Yeah, that's the era to be in. I long for that era so much. But yeah. Wow. Ick.
Yeah.
What a way to end gay pride. Or pride.
Gay rights. Oh yeah.
Gay
rights. Just rights. Queer rights. I don't know.
Just rights. Yeah. Queer rights. Queer. We're here and we're queer and there's nothing you can do about it. All right. Period. Do you identify as a gay man or a queer man?
Gay for sure. Okay. Yeah, fully gay.
Conviction. Yeah. Okay. Love that. Okay. Well, this for the record, I identify as queer woman. No, I'm actually not even a woman. Queer person.
Period. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. I don't know.
And Moses is water.
Yeah. I just identify as water.
Okay. Can water be queer?
LGBTQIA
water,
W.
W.
Yeah. It's before the body. Like there's no There's no sex or gender to it.
Yeah, I love that too. That's a whole different category. We like that. No sex or gender. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We love you so much. Go to the extended podcast because we actually have like so many more hot topics. So go to the extended podcast on patreon.com/JustTrish. That'll come out Wednesdays. Even when we do the hot topics, it'll be Monday, extended podcast Wednesday, and then the second hot topics will be on Thursday. So we love you guys. Thanks for the love and support, and we'll see you in the next episode. What was the theme song? I forgot already. It's just
We should play it as a outro.
yeah, you should have a little button that plays it or something. Okay, well, we can edit it.
Jimmy, roll the tape.
Roll the
Roll the song.
Her name is Trish. She's got the dish and all the gossip's filthy rich, pretty and big. Hot topic queen and says what everybody thinks. She's just Trish.
Love you guys. Bye.